Previously on Black on Purpose.
The movie of the day is Transformers, the 1986 animation film.
Masterpiece.
The one we went to theaters.
The one that I have never seen.
God damn it.
I was saving it because
I want to break this microphone right now. I really do. I really want to break this microphone.
yeah, never seen
How
it. Yeah, man.
Bro, who are you, man? How have you never seen Transformers the movie?
Never seen it, man.
Like, never.
Nah. Like, I don't know what none of it, like all this, nope.
Yeah.
It ain't bringing back nothing.
I want to get you cussed out right now. I want to get you cussed out right
Missed out, man.
now. Yo, B Price, what's good with you?
Hey, shit, what's good?
Everything. Hey, I'm on the podcast. You're on the podcast live right now. I have you on the podcast. And I want you to curse my friend out real quick.
What up, Price?
This is Fab. So our movie for today, you know we watch movies during our podcast, right?
Yeah.
Our movie for today is the Transformers 1986 movie. Fab has never seen this movie.
Oh. It's your man?
It's my man's. I mean, I thought so before today.
Right?
Y'all can't even pod no more. Y'all just gotta watch the movie.
Yeah, uno dos tres.
Think we got it.
I think so, man. I think so. Oh. Feels like it's been like a month.
Yeah, it feels far removed.
It really does.
Right.
The
Yeah.
last pod, okay.
We missed like 1 week.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong week.
But in podcast world, that's like
That's,
3 weeks.
That's,
Yeah.
Was it
damn
just
near a month.
Like it might have been okay? I felt like it was more than one. Okay, cool.
Nah, just a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1
That's
week.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It always feels that way. It's like, man, them days go by. That's what it feels like. But
You like?
we are back, man. We are back. I'm back from vacation, refreshed, feeling good.
Oh, damn, y'all went early.
Yeah.
Got this shit out the way.
Yeah, man. April. Every time. Every time.
Okay.
So-
Tradition.
But I did learn a valuable lesson. It's just stop trying to save money on them houses down there. Like this was
Airbnb.
yeah, pretty much. Like this was the first year we were like, you know what? Let's just get a house. It don't really matter. If it looks straight, we cool.
Nah.
Nah, man.
Them corners. Them corners that they cut.
Doom.
Bro, when I tell you,
Doom.
it became like a running gag of like, this doesn't work either. This doesn't work either.
Oh, in the crib.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the neighborhood.
Nah, neighborhood is straight.
Okay.
But yeah, like we get to the house. I'm like, oh, a Pac-Man machine. Sweet.
Yeah, right.
Turn it on. Like it's unplugged. Like when I get there, we
Well, that's why. Never mind. Go ahead.
plug it up. One joystick works, the other side don't.
Oh, shit.
Turn around. Oh, pool table. My boys get on the pool table, start hitting the balls just fall through the bottom on the floor.
There's no.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No net to catch.
Yeah. And this is like the running thing. Dishwasher.
I was in the fucking haunted house.
But what was wild was like the owner came by to like check up on us and be like, hey, you know, how's it going? And we're like, nigga, like nothing worked. Like nothing works. Can openers don't work. Like
How to kick?
I don't know, but it didn't work. And then I put out another one. I was like, oh, they got 2 of them. The other one don't have a little handle on it.
Damn,
It was
man.
It was bad. So we like tell him,
Sound like some National Lampoon shit.
hey, the guy that owns the place, he was like some like Russian dude. So He didn't speak English.
Okay, there you go.
So
Said it is can opener. Turn it,
it-
open the can. What do you want?
we had to talk to him through the app to translate.
I put Pac-Man in the basement.
You like Pac-Man, correct?
Pac-Man is one player game. What do you need to control it?
Right.
It's not Miss Pac-Man.
We told him everything don't work. His response, I'll fix it.
I'll fix
That
it.
was it. I was like, that's all he said, babe?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's it.
He been saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
It's terrible, man.
Oh, that's fucked up.
But that was that, though. Also learned, went to a water park down there in Florida. And, yeah, we're all old, man. Too many steps. Way too many steps.
Sounds
Tired.
very ambitious.
Sore. Yeah. It was fun, though. But, yeah, it was...
Slept good that night, didn't you?
Boy. We definitely did. But it was cool, man. Not mad at it at all.
Yeah,
Nice
sounds
vacation.
adventurous.
Yeah, man. How y'all been?
Good, man. I've been thinking about a vacation. I've been taking like little staycations this month.
Yeah, you have like one of the best situations ever.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look
It is,
right.
it is good.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about making a move next week, maybe, but I don't know. I might wait until my daughter gets some time and then do something. But yeah, everything's been cool, man. I've been getting some rest and catching up on some work, and got a show. Well, it's not gonna matter, but tomorrow. So by the time people hear this, I have been done with the show, and so it should be pretty fun. Yeah, not much going on this week. Like I said, got some work done, got caught up on some work, and got my computer fixed. And
Yeah.
yeah, I know, right? Crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. And got my laptop upgraded, and so my show laptop. So last show that I did, it was like in the movies when they're trying to fix the bomb. And they got like the red wire and the green wire and they sweating. That's how I was up until showtime. Because I was getting the spinning wheel up until showtime.
Not the rainbow wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, so I was like, yeah, I gotta do something with this laptop. So I got that handled. So good week, productive week. Nothing too crazy.
All right. Show.
Yeah, man. Just another good week dealing with stuff at the house, the homestead.
Ah, yeah.
Fab and Keisha came through, helped me put some drywall in. You know what I mean? It was a good weekend. Me and my wife, we trying to plan a vacation as well. The end of the month, we going to Jacksonville to see New Edition.
Ooh.
Cool.
That's gonna be like a little quick getaway.
Dope.
But yeah, it should be dope, man. Like it's been good, man. I'm grateful. Things are good, man.
Yeah, they can always be worse, right?
Yeah, they definitely could.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You announce it?
I will introduce the pod. Yes. Welcome to another episode of Black on Purpose. I'm your boy JayFab.
Hey, this is King's show.
And I'm Illastrate.
Yes. And today we have a special guest in the building.
Special guest.
Yes.
Special guest.
I'll let Illastrate take it away.
Yes. This brother is very near and dear to me, man. One of the guys that was very instrumental of me getting my name out there, and as far as my music, my production, and just was very supportive the whole time from the start. And I don't even think he knew who I was really.
Yeah.
He was just playing music, and he's the reason why I know Chaos. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you know that. But anyway, I want to give it up to my man, Mr. Principal Greasy, Reese Hamilton, in the building, in the flesh, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, brother.
Likewise.
Welcome.
Yo, definitely want to say congratulations to you brothers, and I'm proud of what y'all doing. You know,
Thank you, bro.
what's this? 129, 128.
129?
It's in that range.
Something like
It's
that.
hard to
Somewhere in that
do.
range.
It's hard to do 120 of anything.
Yes.
True.
You know what I mean? And I appreciate y'all having me on. And this my man. That's my man. The music spoke for itself. You know, digging through crates and you find something that changed your life. change your life, whether it's the music was always on point, but the lyricists, and the range of lyricists, and the trap tracks, and then the positive tracks. It had everything, man, and it spoke to me. So I had no choice. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
It
man.
was it was good. In fact, it was great, and like I say, life changing for real. You know what I mean? So so
Word.
shout out to this man. Shout out to y'all for doing what y'all do, man.
Straight changing lives.
Illustrate out here doing it.
Hey man, I try, man. It comes from the Most High. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it come from his mind, nigga.
And let me say this too. He hit me the other day and about some music, and I just happened to pull it up, and it's so nostalgic. You know what I mean? And it's like the essence of nostalgia, just like you like, and we both listening to it at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's like
I totally forgot about shit.
It was good. It was good. So it's one of my favorite tracks. And it just take you right back to a time period in life that that was good as well.
Place.
Yeah, and one of my happier adulting, but also not really. You know what I mean? Making my share of mess ups and all that stuff. And so forth. So
and I was very gracious of how quick you was able to pull up some shit that I had lost. And I was like, yo, you had this song? You're like, yo, give me a second. Not, I'm gonna call you back in a couple of days. Let me run downstairs real quick.
Hold on real quick.
Yeah, he was like, hold on real quick. And he was like, you mean this? And I was like, fuck, yes, that.
I was like, yes.
Please, that. You know what I'm saying? It was like that quick. And I was like, damn, man, I'm very grateful for this brother, man, and happy to have that support of somebody that knowledgeable and that supportive, man. It is very dope. It's very dope.
It's your history, you know what I mean? You know where your important stuff is for when it's needed. And if it he gonna call you one day. He gonna call one day.
You getting that call.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful
It is,
thing.
it is. All right, man, we got to set this shit off a little bit, man.
What you got, man? What you got?
What we doing?
Man, I don't know why, but I have to. There's no context to this.
Are you plugged up?
I believe I am. Am I?
You are, but
Am I on the other end? Yep.
I got nothing. Is it playing? Is your volume up?
Yep. Check. Make sure I ain't Bluetoothed.
Hold on. No, you shouldn't be Bluetooth because I'm Bluetooth.
I am Bluetoothed.
That's that new Apple technology. Yeah.
The one we rave about?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
Hey.
I'm reloaded.
Let's get this
You
shit started,
motherfuckers think you big time?
That's what we doing?
Fucking with Jay-Z,
man. I don't
you
know why.
gonna die
I'm in this mood,
big
man.
time. Here come the
we doing
pain.
right
Yeah. And the movie of the day is Four Brothers.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Who do we have? 4 brothers. And my brother from another mother. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, yo, peep the style and the way the cops sweat us. The number one question is, can the feds get us? I got vendettas and dice games against ass betters and niggas who pump wheels and drive jettas. Take that with ya, hit ya, back split ya.
Fuck fist fights and lame scuffles. Pillowcase to your face, make the shell muffle. Shoot your daughter in the calf muscle. Fuck a tussle, nickel plated. Sprinkle coke on the floor, make it drug related. Most hated.
Can't fade it. While y'all pump Willie, I run up and stunt silly.
I love it, man.
So you sent your little hands to come kill me. But on the contrary, I packed the Mac Millie. Squeezed off on them, left the paramedics breathing soft on them. What's your name?
Who shot you? My ties like Sinatra. Peruvians trying to do me in. I ain't paid them yet. Trying to push 7.
We already did this, but I got to go into this too, man. Just because his brother been on my mind, and I want to shout out to him. Let's go.
Wow.
Shout out to Tony Galvin once again, man.
Oh.
See this right here, this that GBC swagger. You know.
Shout out to my nigga Dynas.
It's been a while since I heard this record.
You were there, yeah.
JD. RIP. Yeah. Who you know more creative creative than us. This is 15 minutes to get us some raw spinach and a savory Dutch. Radio don't be playing me much. I gives a fuck. We underground, still caking it up. Bring my troops out, deuce out, shaking them up. Live from Luke's house, your crew's out, baking the funk. Say it's stainless that you was, but you making it up. Told you haters stay in the cuddle, face my apes in the club. From the jump, they was assuming I would flunk with my music. Now baseline.
And he's working on some new stuff, right?
Dynamic?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always working on new shit.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's coming.
That shit's dope.
Nick in the building.
That's hard, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I had to set it off with that, man. I was like thinking about my brother, man, and yeah, I had to play that.
Like that.
Rest in peace, Tony Galvin, man.
Yeah, man. All right, fellas. Where do y'all want to start with this docket?
Yeah,
We got a lot going on over here today.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fort Knox. Because this docket is heavy.
Heavy.
Can you see? I guess. Well, we start where we starting.
Yeah, man.
I ran across this article earlier this week. California's baby gangster.
Yeah, man.
This shit is kind of crazy.
I'm not hip. I ain't heard of this.
All right, so there, Cali is real tight on the gang laws and making gang lists. Like that's always been the Cali thing. Mm-hmm. But the Cal Gang attempts to list every gangster and gang affiliate in California. A database created for law enforcement to gain longer sentences for gang crimes and tie people to gang injunctions. But a recent audit of the Cal Gang revealed some major flaws in the system. The watch list names 42 gang members aged less than 12 months old.
What?
Yeah.
It's the setup.
Yeah.
It's the setup.
No, it's a setup.
Yeah, it's the setup. Oh, that's your third strike?
Right.
At 2.
Right, this nigga 3.
Right.
You've been averaging a strike a year. It also claims more than half of those had admitted to being gang members. Employers have been using it illegally to screen during recruitment.
So again, this is like another like it's that pipeline. Like they got you as you're his kid
From jump.
Yeah, you already on the watch list. And can't get a job.
How are they just? Is it like where your mom and your dad are?
Yeah.
So you must be
Right. And, not to be racist no shit, but there's a lot of Jose gang members.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at the name, the first and last name, then it's like you already on there.
Yeah, but
Off rip. But that's crazy. Because 42 is like what they caught.
yeah.
So if you a kid and you just like, I'm going to run the straight and narrow, you already fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. Because it's gonna lead you to, I'm applying. Nobody's giving me a chance
hiring.
because I'm on this list.
And now I'm going to get into crime because of that. And I probably got a strike left.
And they keep fucking with me because I'm on this list. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, you talk about prison pipeline.
Yeah.
that's just an improvement. Yeah, they are really improving that pipeline of like you got to keep them in there.
Oh man, this shit about to be as accurate as AI.
AI.
That's crazy.
It sucks. Like it's nowhere around it. Like, it really sucks, man. Because it's
I
like
said, that's what they caught.
yeah. And this is like who if this article would have never came out and nobody ever would have seen it, like how long would it have been going on without somebody noticing, like before it gets even bigger?
Right. And then what can you do anyway?
You can't do it because they're using it. So it's like, are you gonna say take me off? Like how does that work?
Yeah, how do you get removed from that list?
That part.
It's like, are you forever on that list?
Right. What's it? The worrying revelation suggests that there could be many other innocent exactly unfairly listed as gang members in this database. Yeah, I don't think there's any. You don't have any recourse.
It's not. Either you gotta overcome the odds or you become the statistic.
I'm thinking it's almost like having like you know how your parents I don't know, your parents be like, yo, we don't want to name you Barack Obama. Why? It's setting you up for but somebody's going to slide through the gaps, you know what I mean? So, you know, as far as getting your name, that can't be constitutional. You know what I mean?
Right,
It can't be legal, man. To be on the end. It's a list, but it's like, yeah, my dad was a drug dealer. Yeah, my dad. I mean, you know. Yeah, and it's a obvious form of discrimination. So if you're using that as a source and you get caught out there as a business, you know, I don't know if I can say, you know what I mean, but X company, let's say, you know, one of the bigger companies is using the California gang list. It's going to be like, you know, Black Twitter is going to come, should come to the rescue, or you know, Black on Purpose come to the rescue. You know what I mean? You know?
But it's like, how would they know? Because it's like, even now with getting a job, they're using AI to filter out resumes, right? Depending on what it says. Like if they're looking for certain keywords, and if you don't got it, it's just to the side. Nope. Yeah. So
now it's like we running your name, and it's immediately going through that database and flag.
Yeah, it's like, that's his kid.
Gang files.
Yeah. So it's like,
I don't know, man. It's messy because I mean, people have the same names out here, all of that could just turn into a whole thing.
Yeah, and this has to be narrowed down on the community too. Like, it's definitely zeroing in on like a community. So it's like, all right, this community can't get better if people can't branch out and be active in the workforce.
Yeah.
So it's kind of keeping it, well, they say local civil rights leaders have been involved and are aware, so they're addressing it. So I hope that situation gets better, because that's fucked up.
I mean, determining somebody is gang affiliated at 3 is nuts, man.
Under 12 months.
Under 12 months.
12 months.
Like you ain't even eating solid food.
You going in daycare? They're like, nah.
You gonna be one of them?
Watch him.
Yeah,
you know.
You gonna be one of them?
That's crazy.
Watch him.
Like what?
And that's the mentality that you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of the law enforcement and everything has out there too.
Right.
You know,
they're gonna do it anyway. We might as well.
You part of that anyway. So you're gonna be affiliated. You gotta be. So that's crazy.
Do y'all think we kind of, in some cases, perpetuate that stereotype as well, though? You know what I mean? By like a lot of the movies, third generation, blah blah blah. You know,
absolutely. Yeah,
with the music, everything. You know,
you hear actual gang members say that. Like, I've heard them say that. They're like, yo, you ain't had no choice. Like, my mom, my dad, my cousins, my brother, this was the neighborhood. You had no choice. So I'm pretty sure that, you know, there are cops that work in those same areas that are looking at that same shit. Like, yeah, well, he's from XYZ neighborhood, and this is how they get down out there. More than likely, he's going to end up being one of them. So we watching you.
Nip it in the bud.
It's fucked up.
They know you by middle school.
Yeah.
First infraction.
Yeah.
First infraction in school. Yeah, and don't get in trouble. That because that's where that list starts and gets highlighted, or you know what I mean, red flag, you know, infraction number 1, especially if it's about and that's not really even that list, you know what I mean, that's just in general. You know, I try to tell my nephews that, you know, like this elementary stuff, they will use it against you come high school.
Yeah.
They look at that stuff, dealing with mentees and such. It's like, yo, you can't have like multiple infractions with violence on them. Or with rape on them, you know what I mean, or you know, those what's the top ones that get you
controlled substances?
Exactly. Yeah. Look, you the RICO law elementary school,
right?
You know what I mean?
That's tough,
crazy, man.
Very much, man. Very much.
Yeah, because I mean, it's dangerous too, because even, you know, with kids especially, if you keep telling them you're bad, you're hard-headed, You don't listen. You're bad. You're hard-headed. You don't listen. You're gonna end up in trouble when you get older if you keep doing that shit. What you do, if you don't reinforce them with positivity, they're gonna actually end up living that out.
Bad.
And manifesting that. So by you putting them, you said less than 12 months. That's crazy. Yeah,
that's
putting them on this list. Yeah. It's like you predestining them for failure.
Yeah.
And that's been in a lot of rap songs too. We already counted out.
Yeah.
Counted out at birth.
Yeah.
Like
And this is just more one more little notch of like, oh, see, we wasn't lying. This is
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
So
well, I hope the people that are active and looking into that are doing the right thing and getting that looked at. 'Cause that's crazy. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, I really hope we're gonna check back on this in about 6 months and just get an update, see where this is at. This is bad.
Yeah.
If we're not at war with the AI by then.
Yeah, because then they well, I think Cali set the robots off a few months ago, right?
I think that was New York.
New York.
No, New York did last week.
Yeah.
I think Cali did before.
I'm not hip. Damn, so this is like 2 states then.
Well, I mean,
it's happening.
Escape from New York, bro. Like, shit going down, bro.
Terminator, iRobot.
It really is.
So yeah, last week New York announced they I forgot how many, but
it's like 3 robots.
That's too. That's 3 too many.
Yeah, the one of them is actually that same little robot
little dog, right?
that took over the world in Black Mirror. Right. Yeah, that shit is crazy that you seeing that. And the other one is just kind of looks like a little astromech droid from Star Wars or something. And I forgot what the third one was.
Looked like a dog.
Yeah, well that's the one that took over the world in Black Mirror. Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got like a little R2D2 looking one.
And what are they gonna be doing? Does it say?
Fighting crime, nigga.
I mean, yeah, we need to look at like what are the specifics of
their security surveillance devices. That's what they're calling them. The police cornered off the block in Times Square on Tuesday and made the so-called crossroads to the world to even in this more look even more dystopian than usual. But I mean, I guess they're like surveillance. They got the robotic dogs, and like I said, the R2D2 one is more like a surveillance thing. So,
is there an upside to it though?
Is there ever
some AI? I'm okay with. Like the things where it takes away those brain dead mundane tasks that we were tasked with doing as humans. I'm cool with that. Like McDonald's taking orders, do a screen. That's fine, because nobody wants to do that. Like nobody wants to be like the Walmart greeter up front. Like I'm just the
guy checking your receipt as you walk out.
Yeah, that kind of stuff where you just that mundane. Just like you don't want to like what. Get that out of the way.
That's going to take away a lot of jobs from elderly people, though.
That's fine. They can do something else.
Like,
and young people.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be that's going to be the
Summer
real
jobs.
dilemma with this AI thing. Like, people are going to be more upset about the fact that they're losing these jobs, and you're going to need like higher qualifications to actually get a job where you can live and sustain yourself, rather than you being able to go and just work like a simple 9 to 5, because all of that's going to be taken by. The Android.
Somewhat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that I guess they're looking at them as like deterrent. So they're surveillance.
Yeah.
And what they do is they'll be able to record and send information back to like actual police.
Yeah.
So and then it's a deterrent because if you see a dog roaming around, you're like, all right, let me chill with what I'm doing.
I see one of them dogs over there.
You know what I'm saying? So
but it's just gonna take one good time with just somebody figuring out how to spray paint the camera.
Look, he'd be riding that joint home.
Right.
In Atlanta,
hey, we got one of them dogs, cuz.
Right. Hey, look, somebody put some 20s on it.
Niggas definitely trying to put some gold grills on the dog.
Got the candy paint on the dog.
Now, is the dog racist though? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's AI racist, so it works for the police. Trackable, right? It's trackable. You know what I mean? Like, who programmed this dog? This joint.
There you go.
What I mean?
So that answers your question. Who programmed the dog?
Right. So you got to. Oh, is it in New York? That's that'll be the New York Northern racist dog. The southern ones like this shit. Right. The southern ones.
No, it's all good.
No
Let me see what you got in your hand.
Yeah. Southern ones just right off the bat.
Right. Just them dogs from them civil rights pictures and shit.
Right. You're like, no, that's 2023.
Right.
Yeah. I have a hard time seeing, like, unless they make it to where them dogs can't be just kicked over. Like, I find it hard that it's going to be an effective thing.
I think they'll have a grade of that eventually. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're testing it.
They'll be the ones that you can control, but then in situations where, like, they'll probably have like the riot grade version of
big ass heavy mechs.
They could subdue you and everything, and that's the scary part. Because I'm like you, man. Like, I'm all for the AI taking away the mundane, because what it does, it gives humanity more of a chance to better themselves. You know what I mean? Yeah. Spiritually, whatever. You can work on yourself more when then you having to do all of these different mundane tasks every day and all these menial tasks besides you just going to work. You know, it'd be nice if, you know, you had like you can go in your house and just push a button and this nigga will come out the closet and wash your dishes and clean up and cut your yard.
I mean, we're gonna get there.
Shit like that. You know what I mean? That would be dope. But yeah, it's the other side of it that's scary. You know, people losing their jobs, the people who depend on some of the jobs that these AI will be taking. You know, I told y'all I lost my job to AI basically when I was working in that call center gig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They moved to automation. So, you know what I mean?
Automation too.
But I hated that job anyway. But it did.
Yeah, but it having this stuff happen, it really questions just the purpose of life, right? When people are saying, "Oh, it's taking my job away," but it's like, but that kind of job, like that really.
But what was that really doing?
Yeah, like,
right?
Like for the company.
The bills.
Yeah, that's it was. Yeah,
it's like, paying the bills, but I mean more so is
the trade-off worth it?
Yeah, but also like most jobs, right? You have they're created for that purpose of like, all right, we need somebody to do this. Like it's like, but it's not really effective. Like we're not really advancing anything, doing anything beneficial. It's just like, yeah, Johnny's over there in the corner. He's been there for 10 years. He's just the old guy. Like he do what he do, and it's just now it's like, all right. Because for instance, right, when I was down in Florida, right, we went to one of the newer McDonald's, not the ones that they're like fully automated, but there was nobody taking orders up front. It was just go up to the screen, boom, boom, boom. Yep. Everyone else is in the back actually getting the orders out, like what they need to be doing. It wasn't like, yeah, let me get a number one. No, never mind. What you want? Take off that milkshake, make it a lemonade. Hold on, ma'am. Then you let me call somebody. How do you take this off? Like all of that kind of stuff. It's gone because it's you. Just hey, I want this. I want
your
this.
order is gonna be right.
Yep.
Yeah,
I want
your
that.
order is gonna be right.
Boom, and now you're waiting.
You ain't even got to check the bag because you did it.
Yeah. So
I've been in one of those.
That kind of stuff, I like it because it's more efficient. It's less time. You're not there as long. You can go do other things, right? I think us as a society, we need that breakthrough of efficiency that we haven't had, like since computers. Like, because think about before computers. Oh, they're gonna kill libraries, and before that, it was video and movies is gonna kill radio and everything else.
And it did.
Well, it just had to change, though.
Yeah, it just had to change, though.
Well, that's a lot of what AI seems to be for me and how I'm using it, the ChatGPT joints. For me, it's just like microwave thinking. almost. You know what I mean? Like I can write that, I can write it better, but you know, this is going to give me a nice little base little template to kind of okay, I'm gonna change out, I'm gonna specialize, I'm gonna change that out, and you know what I mean. So that's all it is, and like you said, we've seen that in the computers, in the microwave cooking, and you know what I mean, in the cars and everything with the AI, so trying to make things easier. But you know, I think it's a normal fear because
it's a slippery slope. Because it's like, how much are we going to depend on it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and is my job
a lot?
Right.
Yeah, the more efficient it becomes, the more we'll become dependent.
And I'm thinking this joint is like those robots are like the Model Ts, you know, the first cars. You know what I mean? Joints is only going to get better unless, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It depends on the company, you know, and their insurance. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So can they pay for this tragedy and how many of these things, you know what I mean? So
but we're
gonna
depend on it a lot.
Gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet.
Absolutely.
Definitely gonna be some cracked eggs.
I think that's one of those things that's gonna be the next major like advent on humanity. AI, robotics, combining things like that. That's the new internet. Like that's the thing that's going to change the way that we live our lives.
It already is starting to.
It's because people are. Everyone is scared, upset, riled up. We can't. It's like, all right,
I use AI every week at work, and it's part of our regular thing. You know what I'm saying?
Think about this. Like even all those jobs where it's, you know, hey Illa, I need by 5 o'clock. I need a PowerPoint presentation on blah, 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 blah. Now, all the companies with AI are having it to where you can just say, all right, done. Presentation is made off the data. So now you don't got to be this specialized person to sit here for hours
and analyze,
doing a PowerPoint, doing a graph and charts.
It's all a macro.
Any thoughts on what we're gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm like,
in case of,
right? Because I deal with the technology and such, but on so I do legal videography, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much a point and shoot type of job. So I'm like, yo, I'm out of here quick. You know what I mean? If you know, lawyers get, you know what I mean, want to save money or whatever, you know what I mean, and buy this computer. So it's kind of like, okay, I gotta find something to do. What is that something? You know, do you get in?
You gotta make T-shirts.
Programming side.
You gotta cook or make T-shirts.
You gotta get in on that programming shit.
Yeah, the programming right now.
You gotta be able to, if that shit fucks up or you need to modify, if they need it modified or fixed, you gotta be that dude.
It's called machine learning.
Yeah. Machine learning. Yeah.
Machine learning. We're talking about
coding.
Yes, like it's just gonna switch
all
over. It's gonna be if it gets that good, then that's gonna be a big concern of like, all right. Like, but it's gonna also expose a lot of bullshit that we've been doing for just decades, and just of like, yo, we're working, but why are we working? What are we doing?
Why are we doing this?
We're not really being productive. We're just
just like the pandemic exposed. Like, why the fuck do we get up every day and drive into this fucking office when we got the technology to do this shit from home?
And that's my that's why I'm getting hit right now. Right now. Yep. So.
They fucking with you with that.
It's slow. It's slow. The remote jobs, normally I used to be in person, but now everything's Zoom. And then the company I was working for, they said we'll do everything in-house. So I was freelance, and so it's like it's slow. You know,
it's definitely going to force a lot of people to sit down and think about, all right, what do I want to do? What have I been doing? Because now everything is going to be possible. Just like Google. It's like, hey, you want to learn something? I can type it on my computer and learn how to do it without going to school and paying somebody. It's like, nah, people are teaching me and I can do it.
Yeah.
So is that flying car like quick sooner than we think?
I'm gonna let Fab take that one because he thinks we're gonna have one.
No, flying cars, no.
But he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't think we're gonna. Okay.
He doesn't I think we will soon.
Not flying cars, but I'm big on
we ain't gonna
self-driving.
It's not gonna be like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
But I think you will be able to fly like, you know, maybe just above traffic if you can. Like if you really want to, you know, they'll have, because they already have mapped out airways and all of that shit.
I understand.
Let Neil deGrasse tell it. We already have flying cars. If you think about the road is 3 dimensions. You want to open that 4th dimension.
Look, if AI is working as it's supposed to work, then I'm thinking we should. I mean, if it's working, if it's really doing what it's supposed to do, like I just see it as everything kind of growing exponentially as to addition.
Once
you know
that
what I mean?
real advent of AI happens and it's like really proficient to the point where like this AI can possibly fool you to where you think you're speaking to another person. Once we get to that point, that's when everything, I think you're just going to see everything exponentially change, because then they're using that AI to develop new technology. So you know, I think you'll see everything, like television, like even the basic shit is just getting ready to be like next level. Phones, all of that shit.
Oh yeah. We definitely about to jump.
This
over the next year is going to be a huge jump.
It's already happened so fast of like just that jump from this is a cool AI voice that sounds weird to now it's this like. Have you heard the Joe Rogan episode? That's completely fake. Yeah, it's like an hour long of him talking. He's like, "This is not real. Like it's all AI."
Yeah,
that is insane.
Yeah,
like I listened to that today. I was like,
my biggest concern with AI in that regard is politics. Like how much bullshit we about to see.
It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, all of
with politics. Like I don't think we'll ever have another real president again. To be honest with you.
Well, I think that stopped with
it's
Barack Obama.
Pretty much.
Probably like the last real president of the United States. Like,
I don't think we'll ever have a real person like running.
It's gonna get to the point to where it's gonna be very hard to parse through all of the misinformation, the lies of the videos. Like I just watched a video on Instagram that was like, look, if you want to make money on YouTube, you can go to ChatGPT, type up this prompt, take the text, turn it into audio, take the audio and go to another site, turn it into a video, and then you have a person speaking what you just had down, like the whole thing of like how to make like videos.
This is 8 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Like do it in 5 minutes or less.
So what'd you do today?
So it's like, I mean, there's
gonna be some good, because this changes the work week.
Yeah,
it
for
does.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It does.
I was very productive this week.
But the part that scares me is 30, 40 years from now, because you can easily see it going that direction that we've been seeing on TV forever, where you have this inner city that is mad developed and beautiful, smart city, and then on the outskirts, everyone's poor. They don't have it because we're leaning more and more just towards just consuming entertainment and all that kind of stuff.
Nobody knows how to do shit anymore
because there's not really anything else for us to do.
You don't think we there already?
Absolutely, but not
you know what
completely.
I'm saying? I don't think it's the vision that we have in our head, but I think we're there.
I mean,
we're getting close.
Our generation is probably one of the last generations that knows how to like do a lot of shit. But these kids is used to it's there. You can touch your phone in the right places and make anything happen right now.
Hit a button and anything will come to your house.
It'll come to you.
Just magic.
Yeah, I got some dropping off tomorrow.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Some new fits.
No.
You ain't even gotta go to the store. Yeah,
you gotta go nowhere for nothing.
To do shit. Yeah.
What's the flying drone delivery package thing, right? Yeah, I might have a job there.
Somebody got to fly the drone, right?
Damn, they gonna get AI to drive.
But that ain't for too long.
They put in the directions.
That's not for too long.
What about investing in these companies that are making making, who is it? Microsoft.
Yeah,
that's ChatGPT.
Boston.
The dog or whatever.
Boston, what do they call it?
Boston Dynamics.
Boston Dynamics.
Yeah. It was on 60 Minutes. You see that?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is
they Cyberdyne systems, man.
Like Yeah, like you're gonna get to the point to where you got people that say, all right, I'm gonna invest in this. And once you hit a certain point, it's gonna be the haves and the have-nots, because it's like, all right, there's not much else for us to do. Like, because the Industrial Revolution was like the last thing that we had that was like, all right, we're the combustible engine, like, all right, we're pushing stuff forward, like cars, trains, automobiles, like all of that stuff, right? But the next thing was this, and then the internet, right? And the internet, you saw what that did. Like, it brought all this information is together. You can't hide nothing no more. Everything is readily available, and everybody fights it because they're like, oh, this is gonna, like, all the information is out there now. I can't like hold it back from people. It's like, no, you can do whatever you want to do now. Like, the information is out there.
Yeah, we need that champion for the poor that builds that city. You know what I mean? That comes up with that. And that's what we do as people. You know what I mean? We always find a way to kind of get somewhere in the system and you know, and kind of pimp it out, you know. Like the 26 is on the dog. Yeah. We need. We'll make it cool. We'll make it. And that rich poor thing though, that's what I don't.
Oh, that gap is widening.
It's just an inevitable thing.
It is, but I don't. I think with something like AI, I think it's. Yeah, I think it could change. It could. The gap,
even it out.
Yeah, I mean somehow. I don't know. It seemed like it,
but that depends on who's controlling it.
So and you know who's going to be controlling it.
Yeah, we know who's. But
that AI should technically level the playing field to where everybody is on the same level. There's enough resources out here for everybody. The AI and the machines can really do all of this shit that we focus on to make money. The money really should become irrelevant, and humanity should be able to work on bettering themselves spiritually and everything. That's really what the AI should be serving as, and all this technology. But are we going to actually do that? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, because I say what we'll do, but what they'll do is find a way to racist it.
True, indeed. Yeah.
They're definitely writing the racist code in there.
They write
yeah,
nigger.
So too many is getting up there. Yeah, can't do it,
nigger.
Jungle bunny.
Jungle buddy. Porch monkey.
Oh man.
What back?
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
What else we? Get your guns, guys. Get ready.
Right.
That's all I'm saying, man. Learn how to hack a fucking dog or something. When the dog hits the streets, if somebody figures that shit out, learn how to hack that shit.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
Just
like,
in case.
We're gonna be sharing videos.
Yeah.
All the time. Yo, you see what they did with that dog?
Yeah.
You see what they did in New York with that robot? Like, it's gonna be there. That's just human nature.
The first person gets 9 trillion years in jail for destroying the AI dog.
Right.
He got 9 trillion years.
They're gonna download your consciousness into a chip and put you in prison inside the computer.
Yeah.
So make sure you do them years.
Yo, that's a movie.
That's
they did that on Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Black Mirror.
They did that shit on Black Mirror.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I saw
They
those
download
episodes.
your consciousness into a box,
and
you don't know no concept of time.
Like an hour was like 900 years or something.
Yeah, it was some wild shit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. I don't like that at all. Like that's
purgatory. It's purgatory.
Yeah.
That
sounds terrible.
Absolute purgatory.
Yeah,
but then the ill shit was on that. Not to digress, but the ill shit on that was when they let the dude out. His sentence was, you could be out in public deal with people, but no one can see you.
Oh,
no one can recognize you.
That was the other dude that happened to him. Yeah, that was fucked up. He got blocked. So he got canceled.
Yeah, you got canceled in the real world.
Everybody was blurred out to him, and when he talked to them, they couldn't hear shit that he was saying. And this nigga was like outlined in red, so they knew like, yo, this nigga was like a child rapist or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they would label he was in that category.
So you could be amongst people, but nobody fucked with you.
Yeah,
that really does seem like not too far off.
Yeah. I mean, being canceled. Think about if you're canceled and you just walking around, people like,
I mean, nigga, we just talked about Daniel Caesar.
Like they showed in
like
that
they could let R. Kelly out.
when his wife blocked him. He's at home. They got into an argument. His wife was, "Oh, nigga, fuck you," and he's like, and she's just washing the dishes for like weeks. You know what I mean?
Put that nigga on mute.
Yeah.
Put that nigga on mute.
I think that's what'll separate there'll be that segment of the population that has to kind of build the moral code, I guess, you know, to distinguish between the two.
That's scary though. Because who's building this moral code? You know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
person who the president right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
moral code flag moves every 10, 15, every year or so.
Based on what we feel like.
That begs the question once again, what will we be doing?
Right.
That's when you get that person
What will we be doing?
standing on that podium in that white suit saying, "My people," like all that. Yeah, and it's like, nah.
Right.
That's a
he has risen.
Yeah.
That's gonna be Kanye, man.
Yeah.
Stop.
I've been saying that for a minute, so
Kanye gonna have a cult in the middle of the robot dystopia.
I've been saying that for a minute, but
I got a positive, negative outlook on it. Like I kind of, you know, try to be more positive on it, but no, there's going to be some fuckery.
I mean, it's going to come with it.
Yeah.
it's just the history of this country, man. It's, you know, and the more technology, the more leeway you get, you know,
That begs
fuckery
another
will
question.
be afoot.
Right.
I was just saying that begs another question. Will we be in this country? You know, what will African AI be? What will
Oh, the Nigerians about to go crazy with the AI. I just thought about that shit.
Now listen, okay. Now,
Yeah, because
I don't want to stereotype like.
nah, but I mean, let's be real, man. That's the scam capital of the world.
Inventive people.
Yeah.
So I just saw a news.
That's a great way to put it.
They are.
They are, and I just saw a news story that
Very resourceful.
deals with AI. It's a new scam going around
Okay.
where this lady got a phone call from her child, but it's her daughter's voice, but it's AI.
It's an AI clone
And she's saying,
voice.
and she's crying, saying, "Mommy, help me! I've been kidnapped." And then the other niggas get on the phone and say, "Hey, we got your daughter." And then you can hear her daughter in the background just crying, and it seems like 100% legit because it's like that's my daughter on the phone. So now. Now you gotta have a situation where if you get a phone call, you need like another phone or something to be like, "Yo, is this really you? Like, I just saw you. What's going on?" So the scamming is gonna go onto a whole nother level.
Scammers about to. They like.
Yeah.
Right.
AI.
Yeah.
That's a whole. That is.
Nigga, come on, man. Shopping online.
Yeah. The whole thing. I mean, just phone calls and everything. You be like, "Babe, I just called you on the phone." No, you didn't. Bruh. That wasn't me.
Right.
Look, the number is 888-1433. It got 15 numbers on it.
Right.
You see the emails and the scams nowadays.
Last two digits are AI.
Yeah, right. And that's how you know it don't be like your Netflix account has been canceled from John. You know what I mean?
To fix hit pound 08.
Right.
You just deplete everything in your account.
You're gonna have to like actually talk to people and say, "Hey, last week when I went outside, what did I do?"
Yeah.
Like
what's our favorite phrase or something? You're gonna have to have that already pre-worked out with your people. Like
for today.
Right.
For today.
Right. What's today's mathematics? Yeah.
Look, that's gonna be downloaded too. You know,
They have mathematics on deck.
Yeah.
Power cipher.
Yeah.
Knowledge born.
Right.
We got you.
because
got you covered.
I told y'all, we have a podcast, so all of our inflections and speeches, it's a wrap.
Yeah, for the last 2-3 years.
It's gonna be, yo, Illa called me last night. He said, nah, no, he didn't. So it's gonna
Fab? Illa? What?
That's imagine getting a call from that's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Getting a call from AI and you talking to somebody and they responding and it's not who you think it is. That's crazy.
Having a real conversation. I love
that's
you,
scary. I love you too, dog.
Right.
What's the last 4 digits on your bank card again?
Hey, just give me the code.
Why?
Man. Just give me the code now, man.
Yeah. That's deep.
Hold on, because I want y'all to hear this real quick. If you haven't heard it already, but
oh yeah,
good job.
And it's one that has garnered a lot of attention in the world of AI and robotics. There are certainly some exciting potential applications for integrating AI into an android body, such as the ability to perform tasks that are dangerous or difficult for humans, or to extend our physical capabilities in some way.
That's AI
at the same time.
This whole thing is
there are
fake.
also a number of ethical considerations to take into account. One concern is the potential for like AI-powered androids to be used in ways that are harmful or unethical, such as using them as soldiers or weaponized drones. Another concern is the potential for AI-powered androids.
And what are the ethical considerations that would come with that?
Neuralink is an interesting and ambitious project,
that was
and it
not
has
Joe
the
Rogan.
potential to be a significant advancement in the field of
and
AI and brain-machine interfaces.
There's certain
in terms of
things
how it might
still
integrate
missing.
with a chat.
Oh,
bot
yeah.
or
Still
chat
tell.
GPT.
Yeah, but if somebody just played it
It's
to you and
difficult
didn't
to
say nothing,
yeah,
you'd be like,
yeah,
what they're talking about?
It's possible that we could see the development of
It's
AI
kind of like when you see
brain and artificial intelligence. If we were able to achieve that kind of technological advancement, it could have all sorts of implications for how we interact with technology and each other. Imagine if we had a chatbot like ChatGPT coupled with Neuralink as the hardware. It could potentially enable us to communicate and interact with each other in a whole new way.
It's possible that the technology could be used.
That is insane.
So AI about to start talking to each other, and then after a while, it's going to be like, man, what do we need these humans for?
Yeah.
Hey, I've used
already happening.
AI on our pod before to go through like a summary, and it goes through in detail.
Yeah,
I was like, fam, like
I use this shit every day, man, and you know, you could tell they make improvements all the time. Like some of the inflections. Now, sometimes you do have to when you want to be specific. So I do like text to speech, a lot, and sometimes you do have to like write inflections. You have to, you know, physically type in something that you normally wouldn't type into a text phrase in order for it to say, you know, make it sound like how you want it to say it.
WNBC.
Yeah, like sometimes you gotta like spell stuff out like word by word and you know letter by letter, and it's just different little things you have to do. But for the most part, if I type that shit in, it sounds like somebody's saying that shit.
Yeah.
And it gets very I guess creepy about how fast it's done.
Yeah.
Like I just type create and then it's there.
It's done.
There's no rendering. Is like
that's nice. That's nice. I mean, but nice.
Yeah. What a beautiful detriment to mankind.
Right. It really is.
Yeah.
All right, man. What's up with your girl, man? You have the story on this.
Who's that girl?
I can't pronounce her name, so
Oh, that's the guy.
Akraf Hakimi.
Yes, there you go.
Hakimi.
Akraf
There you go.
Hakimi.
Oh, the guy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is a very interesting story, and it's getting more interesting by the minute.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, this guy is a football player.
Mm-hmm.
American football.
European football.
There you go.
American soccer player.
Yeah, American soccer player. Moroccan soccer star.
Mm-hmm.
Moroccan, Morocco. Apparently, I guess him and his wife were going through a divorce, and the terms of their divorce was that she was to get half of his assets. I guess that's how that goes. That's how that works out, or a portion of his assets. And to her chagrin, he doesn't have any assets. You know what I'm saying?
Because
all his assets is in his mama name.
Sound like some Donald Trump shit to me. You know?
That nigga he got ahead of it.
Yeah.
If that's the case, allegedly, well, it's not alleged that his assets are in his parents' name, but they don't know why he did it. They don't know if he was trying to get ahead of it or if that was just something he was doing. This happens to happen. She finds out, and
Sounds like he was.
I mean, off rip, that's what it sounds like to me.
It sounds like he was.
But he could have been just taking care of his mom on some real shit.
I mean, I think it could be a combination of both because I have a lot of people who do have wealth. That is what they do. Like they set up everything to where, if you sue me.
Yeah, it's under LLC
I ain't got no money.
We leaving out one crucial point to this story though. Because they were going through that divorce at first, and she only went after half of his assets after she found out that he supposedly raped somebody.
I was getting to that
inside their home.
Yeah, so that came out.
Like, fuck that, I'm about to take half of your shit. So
so he's facing preliminary charges for rape in Paris at the moment.
Okay, so that's
well, because get him if you can get him.
I first heard the story, I was like, oh man, that is such a Mac move. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, good for him. But then when I heard everything, I'm like, oh shit, it sounds like he took a little contingency plan, and his mom's was like, oh yeah, just put everything in my name.
But I don't know that not the contingency plan for the rape though. You know what I mean?
It might have been for that too.
No.
The contingency plan because he knew like she probably was like, well, I'm gonna take half your shit, and he was like, no, you're not because I got the master plan, Mom. So I wonder, has it always been set up like that?
Right.
Or was this something that he just recently set up?
Right.
I would like to think that's some family planning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we learn those loopholes. That's all we see on. That's a part of my algorithm. You know what I mean? It's like financial tips. Trusts. Like you were saying, LLCs and all that stuff. How to hold on to your money. You know what I mean? And we were talking about it off air too about the the girls trying to get money from the guys and how the guys set up, how the 18-year-old guy with the older girl and the babies and all that stuff. So, it's kind of like, you just really protecting yourself, when you don't know no better either. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's
apparently,
an athlete too.
Yeah, because he's 20s, like he's young.
Exactly.
And his wife is older. And so I guess the rape allegations are fairly new. So he's, he's denying the charges, saying, wasn't me, and I didn't do it. So
because he's like what, 10 years older than
12, like 12 years older than him. Yeah. He's like what, 19, 20, 24.
Yeah, that's where it took a turn for the bad part because he raped it.
Yeah. Well,
that wasn't part of the equation.
Yeah,
I hope not. If that's new age for real. Yeah, he got that off of AI machine or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got a lot going on over in that household. But
anytime that charge comes up, it's like
because even if you beat it, it's like, did you beat it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because in this culture,
I always put myself in that position. I'm like, there's no way I would ever be even remotely in the vicinity to be accused. Yeah. It's like that's a strong accusation, bro. Like
compromising positions, man. Yeah. Got to keep yourself out of it.
Who was the basketball player from Orlando Magic? Is it Nick Anderson? A while back, he was accused of rape, and it got very serious. And then the girl was like, "No, I was lying." So you still got that stigma, and you still ran through that rigmarole, and you don't have any recourse. You can't sue her. Like you can't. She's not going to jail. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like
there's somebody with the countersuit. Oh yeah, so this is not rape, but Ja Morant got a countersuit out on the team that accused him of, I don't know, assault or something like that. I didn't look into it, but I know there's a countersuit out. But what do y'all think about that? And that being a part of these rape cases?
You said Ja Morant?
Yeah. Like the whole what was it? Jonathan Majors. He just had the same thing happen, you know. So,
that was
so
like
there
a
has
physical
to be
assault.
some kind of recourse for crime and rape, you know. And this has been going on, you know. We the Emmett Till, so you know, we know this is like that narrative we talked about off air, like how the black man, you know, it's always his fault if you messing with, you know.
I feel like if it's a situation where you're lying and it's just a vengeance thing or like vengeful accusation, like you should have to pay. Like you should have some skin to be like, yo, don't just be out here ruining people's lives,
right? Because
you mad.
Yeah, it's got to be some repercussions for that.
Yeah.
Same thing with like if you're gonna try to sue somebody for something like some kind of frivolous lawsuit. If you lose, now you paying a buttload of money. Like make it to where it's like, all right, if you're doing it, like you got to be like legit about it.
Yeah. It's got to be some repercussions and consequences.
Yeah. I think that's the only way it's going to actually work is if there's, hey, I can't just do this. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm just mad. I'm sorry. Like, nah.
Yeah, that's not how this works.
Like, now my life is done.
Right.
Like, I'm done.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's still always going to be that pocket of people that's like, I think he did it.
He did that.
Yeah. Because there's so many times where we see stories of just like, oh, accusation. All right. We don't come back and be like, oh, you know what? She came out and had a whole press conference saying, I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Like, he's good. I was tripping. Like, none of that.
They disappear into obscurity.
It's always
like, well, maybe he paid her to be quiet or whatever. Like somebody, it's never just like,
It's because even like Gail brought up the Kobe shit in lieu of his death.
Yeah, he was dead.
She still brought it up.
Yeah.
Something he wasn't even convicted of, and she still brought that shit up. You know,
but it's one of those things. Like it's being accused of it is almost as bad as being convicted of it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when that bad publicity is really bad publicity, right?
Yeah, and speaking of bad publicity, or bad, whatever the word is, Freaknik, the doc is coming.
It ain't coming till next year. I'm mad that they like doing it this early. It's a great rollout though.
Yeah, it's a hell of a rollout.
Yeah, it's working. What they doing?
Niggas is ready.
It's working. Shit, aunties and uncles scared out here.
You would think it would be more uncle scared than
you would really think it, and it should be.
They more really should be
scared.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on like if you a pastor or you a club promoter.
Or I mean, just a regular nigga.
Yeah. I mean, it's just even being a regular dude. Like there's because the footage that's just going around now. That's just that people are finding. It's bad. Like
it was always wild.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just it really was. But now it's just it looks in today's society. It looks even worse.
Look, I can tell you.
We got to bring it back.
You got?
What's that? Oh, you need some?
Everything.
Oh.
Don't do that, baby. Stupid.
You got to bring it back. Shout out to my band Show.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I can't believe you did that, man.
My childhood.
Speaking of which, I mean, if they do a Two Live Crew documentary, women in that joint too, and the guys with the bottles. You know what I mean? All kinds of stuff took place there. It's a lot of stuff that was risque back in the day.
But did you?
Too Short and Luke cannot expose secrets to the earth.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of distraught people after
parties.
that.
They destroy the families.
Yeah, no, they would.
To one or two of them Luke parties.
Yeah, concerts, even public concerts.
Oh yeah, them Luke
was
parties.
crazy.
But.
Yeah, so I feel like you. I think it's surprising that more men aren't like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I hope that shit don't come out.
Yeah, I thought that too. Yeah,
And the reason I feel that way is because, man, as a person that was down there, in the middle of that shit, the stuff that I observed, you would never get that off nowadays.
No.
Like, it would not happen. You going under the jail, Me Too, canceled, all of that. You know what I mean? And even still, we were having a good discussion this morning, and, you know, everybody was a willing participant to a certain degree. Like, there was a lot of the stuff that was going on. Our brother Flux made a real good point about, you know, a lot of the women were setting it off because they wanted the attention. But then they got more than they asked for. And a lot of times that shit went way beyond overboard and past the point of, you know, her being comfortable and shit being safe. You know what I mean? Like, I remember being out there and seeing girls rocking car. You know, like, it's a car full of girls. Guys swarm the car. They don't want to get out, don't want to do shit. They rocking the car to the point where the shit is going like this on two wheels.
We want in.
Yeah.
We want in that car. Yeah.
So
that's terrifying, man.
It was a lot of bugged out shit going on out there. And, you know, but on the same token, these were people that were like 20.
Yeah, kids.
I was out there at like 17.
Right.
Yeah.
18. You know what I mean?
And then it's that mob mentality. 16, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody start doing something. Well, we can all do it.
Up, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the cops, nigga, if we really...
We seen what the cops was doing.
Before they... Well, yeah, that's a whole other thing. But before they really got control of it and prepared for it, when they got tired of that shit and, you know, the white people wanted that shit over with, there was no way that they were controlling that shit if it got out of control. Like, for real, if niggas decided to just flip shit, they had no way to control it. So, and you knew it when you were down there. It was like, they can't do shit to us.
What was the drink at that time?
Cisco.
Fucking.
Oh, they went.
Yeah,
oh,
Cisco, Hennessy. Special brew.
Bro, that was hell on earth.
Colt 45.
You drinking straight. This nothing but malt liquor and hormones.
Look,
dirt weed.
I know this is early, but 93-ish, I guess. But this song I always blame this song personally. But rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping gin and juice might have been popular, but that made it like, you know, like common day, almost innate. You know what I mean? With like your breakfast, household, right? Captain Crunch, and there's the gin and juice.
You talking about 40s, St. Ives,
40s, yeah,
gin and juice,
right?
Tanqueray.
Yo, that was a mess, yo.
And then
Gasoline,
Hypnotic.
Was that then?
Incredible Hope.
That was it.
Yeah,
was it? That might be
90.
I feel like
I'm talking about when I was down there from 95 to 97.
Okay, Thug Passion. Yeah, that's Hypnotic.
Around that time. But
okay,
nah, bro. That was definitely, it was a unique experience. But like, yeah, they're not getting it off. But I see why a lot of people are nervous, because those same 20-year-olds have probably moved on to be like judges, councilmen, lawyers.
Speaking of which,
you know what I mean? Probably politicians and shit.
Yeah. There's a couple of judges and some higher ups in Atlanta that are talking about suing Hulu for the documentary that they haven't seen yet.
Yep. Documentary that hasn't even come out.
That hasn't been created yet.
Yep.
Well, they did the same thing with Girls
Go
Gone Wild, right?
Yeah.
So
it was parents trying to stop that from coming out.
The documentary.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I could easily see that. Yeah, like don't put that out either.
Because they was doing some. Well, I mean, they was doing a little bit, Freaknik.
Same thing.
But because I'm sure there was a lot of underage girls down there.
And that's the shit I was thinking about. Was like, you know, there's probably some footage out there, you know, and they're gonna look at this camera, or even just a picture of something like we saw with the police officer. And then it can easily be a situation where like the girl in this picture is only 15 at the time, and this young man was 25, 30. You know what I mean? That's something that could have easily been going on down at Freaknik. So you know, I get why a lot of people are nervous, and you probably are going to see a lot of stuff like that come out of this, you know. But I wonder, what is the statute of limitation on something like that?
On assault, and I don't think there is. on sexual assault.
But I mean, just in the
because Cosby wouldn't be in jail. I don't think.
Right, that's true. And it's so crazy because not to defend Cosby, but I think Eddie Griffin was kind of saying like that was culture. Hollywood culture back then. You looking at something like that was culture. That like was you come down to Freaknik to kind of wild out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you never think 20 years later it's going, one, that you're going to be a judge. Yeah. Two, that it's going to be in a documentary that my son going to watch.
Because you
my husband or my wife.
Right. Hey, right. But look, you going to watch it?
Hell yeah.
Oh, the doc, yeah.
Exactly.
I have to.
Look,
I'm already invested.
That joint.
Yeah.
Look, but like I say, it differs if you're a doctor or a politician or something like that, or if you're a club promoter. If you're a club promoter, you might be like, you might play that joint while you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're going to be... Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Let me tell you something. If God wanted to judge America, he wouldn't need the Supreme Court system. If he wanted to judge America because of sin, he would have judged me in '88 at the Freaknik in Atlanta. Y'all ain't saying nothing.
Hold on.
Hey, man.
Yo, they going crazy.
In that movie, you gon' cry like a bitch. In Atlanta, shaking booty while your mama watch the kids. On the roof of a SUV with your auntie. Drinking liquor out a bottle on Ponce de Leon Street. Nailed it. Breaking up a happy home. If your daddy watch it too. In the morning, he'll be gone. He be like, Sandra, if I only knew that you did the do, I would never had been their dad nor married you. It's a bunch of women nervous.
What is it? What?
They used to get dead, but now they got kids. Who knew that new would end up on Hulu? Getting dumped on in front of the HBCU. Freaknik.
HBCU.
Yo, he killing this shit.
Yo, that shit is hard though.
Who knew that new would end up on Hulu?
Hey man,
crazy.
Yo, niggas is having way too much fun with this shit, and it ain't even in production yet.
It's not even happening yet. Yeah, because Jermaine Dupri is producing it. So
yeah, JD and Luke, I think it's both of them, right?
Is it Luke?
Yeah, I think it's Luke.
I know it's Jermaine Dupri. I didn't know it was Luke too.
Yeah.
Who knew that new?
Is
end up on Hulu?
Is that cultural snitching? You know what I mean? Like
I don't know.
Come on, Jay.
That shit was incredible.
Yeah. I don't know, but
he probably got some good footage though.
Oh yeah,
he probably got some great.
I mean, I'm sure so much footage out there. Like
it's all kinds of dirt.
Yeah, like
and that's the thing. Everybody remembers them. The people. There's a lot of people out here who remember doing that wild shit and looking over their shoulder and seeing the camera and not giving a fuck at the time.
Because the world
30
was a lot
years
different
later,
the world is very different now.
We've unearthed the footage. Like they the lady that went viral, the auntie who was like, "Hey y'all, I was in the video, but I wasn't." Like they found her photos.
Without that, she said that wasn't her. But here was the cap with her.
It looked like her though.
I did look like her. She said she's like, people keep DMing me and telling me blah blah blah, and she was like, that's not me. This is what I used to look like. And then she posted a picture of herself. So like, basically, find me. Right? Please, somebody find me so I can go viral for real.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, yo. You still want attention after all these years?
Right.
Fab, you imagine editing that joint with all the blurs you go that joint?
Right.
Like blur every face in the crowd.
Right. That's a lot of blurring and what was keyframing.
Because do you with something of that magnitude, you don't have to get consent?
I don't know if you do or not.
I don't think you need consent to film a crowd of people.
Yeah, it's like it's only when you like focused on one
individual, probably,
and then you gotta fill out the form of consent. But
boy, you do run into that age, that minor.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. Because how can you tell
gonna be the problem.
Who's who in a crowd of people?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I said, I was barely old enough to be out there, and I was out there, and I know for a fact that there were girls out there that
this shit ain't coming out. This shit ain't coming out. This shit ain't coming out. This shit ain't coming out because that's way too much legal shit to be worried about. Because Yeah,
because not gonna really. I think it will. I just think it'll be a lot lighter than everybody's expecting.
Yeah,
and a lot of us are gonna be disappointed when we watch the shit.
I think they're just gonna gloss over about what it was, and it's not gonna go into no. Because that's a lot of lawsuits. That's a lot of lawsuits.
Because you know what niggas want. Like we want to see the video, like
the stories. And
we want to see what we seen when we were there, and the other people want to see what they missed.
What they missed,
Oh, Freaknik was Freaknik was whack. That's what that if they water it down too much. Yeah. So
I'm expecting that.
Hey, listen, man. Freaknik was off the chain, man.
Good old Terrence Howard and Four Brothers.
Oh, we didn't announce the movie today.
Yeah, we said Four Brothers.
Okay.
Four Brothers.
Yeah.
They got Terrence Howard in him, man.
They just killed your brother, man.
You gonna let them kill your brother, man? You don't worry about this, man. I got this, man. You just sit there and sit put, man.
You see this hat I got on, man? Cold as hell out here,
Hey,
man.
I'm in Detroit, man. I'm used to being in Memphis, man. How you doing, man?
Shit.
Oh man. What else do we got, man?
Oh well. Ugh.
Yeah.
Nah. Ugh. It's getting worse.
Yeah.
It's getting worse. I feel like we're gonna be talking about this a lot because I got something to piggyback off this too. There was another UFC fighter last week, or a couple of weeks ago, that fought
Fallon Fox.
Yeah. Well, you're heavy in the UFC and fighting. So we're talking about trans women fighting in traditional women's sports. I think that's a terrible idea. In any sport, really. I think it's not cool because you're opening up a can of worms with people that don't want to compete with males.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck it. I identify. Let me go over here and break records and
dominate.
And dominate. What did you feel about that fight?
I didn't watch the fight. I would probably not watch that fight. Because for me it's a pretty simple fix. You got males in NBA, WNBA,
trans league,
TWNBA. Just make it a trans league so that transgender women are fighting transgender women and transgender men are fighting transgender men. What we ask for as black people, we ask for our own
equality.
Yeah, for our own, and that's your own. You want to identify as this, then that's yours.
The sport you play. Yeah.
That's yours right there. You can fund it. You can fight in it. It's yours. And in the high schools, you get enough people for it. Look. You make the money that you make. The crowd that wants to see it goes to see it, and it might be good. It might be good.
Because somebody's gonna get hurt bad.
Yeah, with the domestic. That's all it is. Domestic violence, pretty much.
Yeah,
I hate that bitch.
Right, and then you how she was talking after was like, you like that?
Yes, I did. I was like, man, part. Yeah, I was like,
what?
Did
you hear this shit?
No, I didn't hear it.
It was bad because you watch it right, and it's a woman's fight, and because I didn't know it was her till I seen it, and I'm watching the interview, and then it sounded like the man, and I knew the name from back in the day when he first started fighting when she first started fighting.
It was a little ridiculous.
It's jarring.
It like a Family Guy skit.
It's jarring though to see it like that, to see somebody get beat. It's even jarring when you see man to man and they fighting and somebody get pounded and what's it called?
Hammer strike.
Yeah. Like this is it's a lot. So like Ella was saying, I did MMA, and they had a guy who had a short arm. That's like just off his elbow. And he fought one of the champs, a guy named Justin Gaethje, back when he was in the minor leagues or whatever. And it was like the first show for NBC. And they showed it, and Justin Gaethje, like the dude was good. The other dude was good with the short arm, but he just whipped his ass. And it was like, this ain't good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this, like, because he was virtually, I mean, just.
He's at a disadvantage.
Yeah. But the other dude was, he earned it to be there. But however, if you don't follow it and you surfing and you see this, you're like, yo, why is he fighting that dude? And the dude only got half an arm and the dude is bloody, and that's what you're gonna run into.
Pete.
Excellent. That was sweet,
You gotta show him the picture.
Did you
though.
like that?
You gotta show him the picture.
Just after the fight.
$1,000 championship tournament fight. Two winners, one knockout. Alan Prince.
How you feeling right now? I'm feeling excellent. That was sweet, huh? Did you like that? Yeah. And I want to tell everyone else, I'm coming in this tournament. Every woman in this tournament better look out. I'm freaking coming.
You just told on yourself by that statement. Every woman, who else you gonna be fighting?
Now, keep in mind, she did like fracture the skull of her opponent.
Yes.
So that's kind of why it's such a big deal. Of like, you didn't just get beat up, like you fractured.
But the other girl got her eye socket bust. Didn't
I didn't watch it. I just saw the interview, and that's jarring enough. You gotta kind of look.
Come on, man.
You gotta kind of
good daughter playing sports. You with that?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, like it's
especially not in fighting.
Yeah, like it's
come on. You got
like, not at that level either.
You got the biological makeup of a man. Your bone density is different. Everything about you is different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know
and we kind of had the same conversation a while ago about the swimmer, with the same thing. But it's like on the legal side, I understand. It's like, all right, I identify as a woman. I should be able to.
But you have a pronoun in front of your name that other women don't, and that's the difference.
Exactly.
There's no one you're competing with that has a pronoun in front of their name.
No. And at the same time, it's
bogus.
It is.
It's just straight bogus. It ain't no debating it. It ain't no getting around it. You can't argue for it. It's bogus.
Especially when you get to those younger ages too.
You feel what I'm saying?
You
like
got a high school boy fighting a high school girl.
Yeah.
That's bad. And then next thing you know, you got a high school parent fighting a high school. Because I'm
right. You know what I mean? Exactly.
You know,
like just off the other story I shared with y'all earlier this week, the lady was saying she was talking about a prison. I can't remember what prison it was where they were, but she said they've already transferred 40 male inmates to the female prison. Yeah. Right? Now peep this. She was like, we got 289 more applicants that are now wanting to go to the female prison, right? Mm-hmm. She said 38% of those applicants are sex offenders. So you got people that are filling out apps like, yeah, I'd rather go over there. I'd rather be over there. I identify as a woman. Make a trans prison.
Yeah.
That's bogus.
Yeah. Look,
I could just say I identify and I get to play in a different field.
If there's ever any time to identify as a woman, that would be the time. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
25 years. I'm a woman. You know what I mean? However they do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's like, that's craziness. If you don't come in here as that, you shouldn't be able to just fill out an application and change your shit up.
Yep. That's where it gets messy, man.
It's messy.
Or
being able to, in those situations like that.
Because I think they do have wings in the prisons.
Oh.
I think. But to be transferred to a just totally like female prison is kind of crazy. Like I don't see how you could justify this in any sense.
Mm-hmm. It's, well, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's a messy situation.
Everybody trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to be PC.
And that might be the problem, though.
Everybody is trying to be PC. I mean, you because like you were saying, have the league set aside, specifically for transgender women, transgender men. Mm-hmm. But in doing that refutes the whole argument. That's always the problem. It's almost like that the distinction can't be made.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of my point of like it's that whole thing of like where you're saying I'm not who I am,
a real woman,
right.
or a real man.
Even the name on it though, the name on it is transgender.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you identifying as transgender, but then you don't want to be put in a transgender group.
Right.
It's and one of the things about that is it's not new, but it's relatively new for us, like the homosexuality on television, transgender stuff on, so it's new. So we're still learning how to deal with it.
Right.
So I have a gay cousin, and he was talking on Facebook to one of my other cousins, and he was like, immediately he was like, oh, hate speech, just because my cousin put out something about it wasn't hate speech though. He was just giving an alternate about what he would do. And I'm like, we gotta kind of get a hold of it, but we can't expect for it to be an automatic change in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It can't be like an AI situation where, like a download and now everybody's good with it. So there's a learning curve for even on an ethical side too. So
right.
But
slippery slopes.
Very slippery slope.
Will be until
when you can't disagree with something civilly, or even just ask a question or point out, the flaw in the logic of something
without being labeled
as a hater. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's a major problem.
Yeah, and that's the first thing is always hate speech. And on the other side too, the argument against it too. Sometimes you do, once you start calling names and being disrespectful, it is disrespectful to what they might be going through. You might not, know them, but you do what you do.
Yeah, but it's like the whole, this is old news, but like. And this is my personal opinion, the whole thing with J.K. Rowling, with her just basically making the difference, pointing out the difference between the fact that she's a natural born woman and that, there are transgender women. And she's like, me being a natural born woman informed my experience. And that's why I wrote these characters, like they called her.
She got killed for that?
She got murdered for that, to the point where like, they didn't even want to play her game when it was coming out. It was a whole thing. I had a friend of mine, she was like, "You getting the game?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play that shit. That shit is dope." And she was like, "I guess I'm gonna play it, but I'm gonna go on, you can put yourself on like where it looks like you're offline, so that people in your friends list can't see what you're doing."
Well, you might as well just, what difference is you playing?
She was gonna go through all of that, and I'm just like, yo, and at the time I wasn't aware of what happened with J.K. Rowling. I'm like, well, what happened? And when she explained it, I'm like, when she's explaining it to me, the way she said it, she's like, after she explained it to me, it just sounded like I said, like she was just saying, yeah, I'm a woman. I was born as a woman. And that's that, a trans person is a trans person, but they're not a natural born woman. But to this young lady, that was a problem. You know what I mean? And I think there's a problem in that thought process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because like you condemning women because they're naturally born women.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's a problem.
It's a tough conversation.
They call her, transphobic.
It's really not a tough conversation, to be honest. It's really not.
No.
It's a tough conversation to try to say it without offending people, or to try to say it without offending, because it's not a tough conversation. It's really not.
I would say amongst us, it's not. But when you trying to have, like, let's say we had a representative from here, it would. One is that, you know what I mean, you got a transgender person on the show when you're not used to that, you got to tiptoe, so it's an uneasy feeling.
That's what
around
makes it.
But then well, you say one wrong thing and there go the fireworks, who lit that shit, you know what I mean? So it's like it's sort of like having a black-white conversation when the sides just don't agree. And it's just continue. It's a cycle, you know. Yeah. So it just keep going back. So that's what I was saying by it's
I mean, I get it.
What's the word? It's a Never mind, I ain't going to remember. Old age. It's a
never-ending cycle.
Yeah, like it's not an intricate conversation, but
circle argument.
Cyclical.
Yeah.
A slippery slope, I guess.
Slippery slopes. Yeah. I mean, pretty much. I mean, I get why it could be looked at as a tough conversation, but when we just look at.
But then there are situations like this. They demonstrate the logic clearly because, you know, like you said, bone density, strength, things like that.
Muscle mass. Reach.
You know
what I'm saying? Just natural strength.
Women have more endurance than men typically. Right. You know what I mean? Like
lighter, more flexible.
There are certain things that are evident in most cases. Yeah.
Not to say that every man can beat up on every woman, but for the most part, that's why there's jobs that men do. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. Not to say women can't do them, but typically some jobs are
it's on
suited,
average.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Things are the way they are for a certain reason. Yeah. Are there other things where it's like, could some women from the WNBA go in the NBA and kill? Pretty sure. Mm-hmm. But on average, no, not really. No.
When you see niggas like Tracy McGrady and shit like that, that's reserved because of his body type, his makeup. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even men ain't created the same, but you know what I mean, that advantage still exists.
Yeah, I mean there's always exceptions to the rule, but it's just that thing of like kind of goes back to everybody just trying to be nice and PC, where it's like
and people gonna get hurt over that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna get hurt because no one wants to like just really say what it is.
Yeah, it's hey, nah, then this happens and then it's So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I hope damn, we don't even remember the other fighter's name. What was the
I have no clue.
The one she was fighting?
Yeah.
I hope she's okay because she got fucked up.
Yeah. And that's a lot of them.
Yeah. Speedy recovery if you have not already recovered.
Yeah.
Let me get her name.
While you looking that up, I also want to give a not a shout out, but just prayers for Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been revealed that he had a brain aneurysm. Mm-hmm. So that is.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. Yes, he's been hospitalized for last week, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so
it's like last Sunday or Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn. So serious thing, man.
Yeah, man. I hope he's all right.
Yeah. Really do too.
Yeah, prayers up.
Yeah. Hopefully, when this comes out, there's news that he's okay and everything is on the road to recovery. So just hope so, man.
Real quick. A brain aneurysm is blood on the brain.
Yeah, pretty much.
You lost oxygen.
Blood vessels in your brain is burst.
Okay.
And then you got blood on your brain. Yeah.
And that happened to Quincy Jones twice.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's.
I mean, yeah.
It's
good news.
Promising.
He was extremely lucky, but a brain aneurysm is it's
usually a big deal.
That's a big deal. So yeah, man. Prayers up to him, man. Do we want to hit?
Yeah, I didn't really get into that story. I saw the headline. I didn't really get into it.
Oh, the Fulton County?
Yeah.
All right. I can talk about it real quick. So basically, in Fulton County, Georgia, the jail. Yeah. So there was
that's the Atlanta jail, right? That's downtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Atlanta.
So recently, damn it, where's it at? Real quick. Hold on 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves real quick. Basically, it says 600 plus inmates to be transferred as Fulton County deals with overcrowding and an outbreak of bed bugs and vermin. But what happened was, a guy who was in prison, what was his name? LaShawn Thompson. He was in prison, and it has been reported that he died due to being eaten alive from bugs in the prison. They showed his cell, and it was, I don't even got the words for it. Like it was horrid, man. It was terrible. But they are saying pretty much that, of course, inhumane conditions. And they're investigating it, but yeah, it was the cell was not. Yeah, it's like it was
bad shape,
very bad shape.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You said eating a lot.
That's why I said sound like Freddy Krueger.
It sound like some movie shit. Yeah.
Like he went to sleep and got ate by the bed. He let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah.
Like Freddy was like, "Don't let the bed bugs bite."
Like I never thought I would have to take that literally.
Like literally. Yeah, right.
Right.
But nah, I mean, too often you hear that's too common a thing. You hearing about the inhumane conditions inside prisons and county jails and shit like that. It's fucked up. You hear that way too often.
So he was like eaten alive?
Yeah.
In his sleep?
I don't know if he was awake or asleep, but
he had to be asleep.
Yeah. I mean, they said his family held up the photo and said the cell was not fit for a diseased animal. Like it's just, it wasn't even fit for just animals. So it's like for him to like, that cell looks terrible.
And like the defense is always going to be, well, this is jail.
Well, but there is an outbreak because like they're moving inmates to like a different spot.
So they know.
Yeah, like it's costing the jail $500,000 to move.
That ain't
from state
nothing.
Money. That ain't shit.
That ain't man.
So
they're not paying for it.
Terrible story. It sounds unreal.
It do, but it is real. It is 100% real.
It's crazy because that's a lawsuit.
Oh yeah,
oh, absolutely.
Lawsuit easy.
Yeah.
That's a lawsuit easy. Cats in Atlanta be getting their money.
Yeah.
Some of these lawyers, yeah.
But the thing is, and the crazy part about the lawsuit that I'm sure is gonna happen, the government, like they have that money set aside already, for that.
Yeah.
It's just like
civil lawsuit.
Yeah, take it from here. So it's like there's no incentive to real change in there because the money's already set aside for it.
Yep. Yeah, that's what make me think AI could take over when there's a lack of ethical and moral like substance there. Like, oh, there's money aside, so
please pay the family.
Yeah, but how much money can for that type of negligence?
Yeah,
that's
for
insane.
That type to get eaten by a bug. That is, and that is hard.
How many bed bugs to kill you?
To kill you. Like, I've been bitten by bed bugs before, but
to kill you, that's like some movie shit.
Extreme.
That's movie stuff.
Yeah.
I saw bed bugs at Red Roof Inn, and I have not slept.
I would never go to a hotel
bed,
ever.
like absent sweatpants since. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Check them sheets.
Yeah, bro.
Because it's making me think the bed was just littered. Like when you can just see them.
To be swarmed.
That's what I'm saying.
By
like
bed bugs for them to eat you alive.
That is an infestation.
That's crazy.
In a night, just
look. I went to a house one time and did a job, right? And they didn't have roaches. It was roach infested. It's like
there's not a place where there's not a roach
where you can look. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that. And look, so we're taping, and I had my phone on the table recording. The lady just went running towards my phone. She just flicked the roach right there. That's an infestation. That's not having.
That's disgusting.
And then for bed bugs,
yeah, and see that's the common thing that you see with these jail cells.
I don't even want to see.
And sometimes it's like 2-3 of them in there.
That's crazy.
with that condition.
Eaten alive
by bed bugs. That means you were left for like an extended amount of time. Nobody gave a fuck.
So now this making me think this might be some bullshit.
Or maybe he died beforehand.
This is what I'm saying.
And
It's not because his body, like how they showed, like
his body was like,
yeah,
that's
because I'm thinking strangulation by a cop, and then like, oh, the bed bugs got him. That's his body.
Yeah.
Yo.
Let me see that.
Do y'all remember? Y'all remember Faces of Death?
Yeah, I do.
That's like one of them joints.
Yeah.
That's like something off of
Yeah,
that.
it's like some Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, and that was Atlanta. That was Fulton County.
Yeah, Fulton County.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad.
Told you, yeah, that's Nightmare on Elm Street, man. Yeah, that's crazy.
That
Damn, I know his family's going through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you was murdered by insects.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, inhumane conditions, man.
A lawyer.
Oh
is
yeah,
gonna love that.
They getting their door kicked in with lawyers.
Which prison was it though?
Fulton County Jail.
So the one downtown.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Pass it all the time.
Rip it open. Yeah.
Yep, right there. Good old Fulton County Jail.
Good old 5 Points jail.
If that ain't a deterrent.
Right.
Stay out of there.
Right. There's speed in DeKalb County. Don't cross that line.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we don't have to get to the other shit.
Yeah.
If you don't want to. I think we where we at?
We're at about an hour and 40 minutes. So.
Oh yeah. We can wrap it up.
All right.
We can wrap it up. I don't have a Black Hand side this week. But there was someone.
We ain't gonna do the arts, none of that shit. No.
We almost at 2 hours. Y'all want? I mean,
okay.
I'm kind of.
What? I mean, if you.
I mean,
take it away.
Well, here's the thing.
What's that?
Well, we all wrapped up Snowfall, right?
Yeah,
Well,
there's one more episode.
Yeah, there's one more.
I'm the outsider, having a great time.
Uh-huh.
And if y'all could extend it for as long as possible.
Okay.
If it's a 2-hour show, if we could do 1:59, you know what I mean? Look.
All right. We
could hold Snowfall till I think.
We can hold that.
But that Wu saga.
And then Beef. I know you ain't started yet.
Yeah, but
I haven't started.
Beef was good. It was pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's A24 is either hit or miss.
Right.
And they hit it.
I knew they would.
I was apprehensive about watching it just because of the cultural aspect of it. And I was like, I didn't know if I was going to get it, but it was very American.
Now, because the show, what is the show about again?
The show is about two people who get themselves entangled in from a small altercation, like at a shopping mart. So they just end up escalating. So they just got eternal beef.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So they almost hit each other in the parking lot. They blow the horn at each other. She's fed up with her life. He's fed up with his life. And it escalated from there.
Oh, so it was like falling down, but like
sort of like that. But it's better written.
Yeah.
Like it's very
intricate in terms
it's very
of
intricate.
The separate lives and marriage and
they show like the depths of why they even got to that point.
Yeah. Like advanced road rage kind of like worst case scenario road rage.
It's super advanced road rage.
Super advanced.
Where they was like, yo, I got his license. I'm finding this nigga address. Like they was on some, like it's beef. Like we got
real
like
beef.
It's on site. It's like beef. I got beef with this person.
I gotta check it out.
Oh, you didn't watch it? I thought you watched it.
Nah. Not yet.
Okay. That's the premise. I don't want to get too into it because it really snowballs.
Yeah.
Very fast.
But it's well written because it's you just got to see it because you can know the plot, but to see some of the stuff that actually happened, it's like they tripping.
Yeah,
but
with the families, it shows the dynamics of the families, and like I said, it ends up showing how they even got there. You know what I'm saying? Like, like while they're they feel like their lives are fucked up, and they go, it's deep. Like it gets very deep. Like
and it ends pretty good too.
Yeah,
it ends on a terrible note.
I mean, I like both of those actors. So, like Ali Wong, I think she's funny.
Yeah, she's funny.
You know, Glenn, I forgot his real name.
He's Glenn.
He's Glenn forever,
he's
man.
Glenn.
Nah, we gotta give him some respect.
Nah, he's Glenn. Don't worry about it. He's Glenn.
Invincible. Yeah. He's invincible too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I did know that.
He's the voice of Invincible.
Oh,
I did know that.
Nice. So, what movie is he Glenn in?
Walking Dead.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walking Dead. He is Steven Yeun.
There you go.
Steven
Yeun, man. Yeah. He's dope.
Nah, he's dope.
Yeah.
But if you get a chance, when you get a chance, definitely check it out. Put it in your queue. But Beef I was very, it's one of those ones when you start watching it, you got to finish it.
Okay.
Because it escalates like that. I
didn't start it yet because I knew I was going to be hooked.
I watched it Friday night.
Yeah, me too.
And then wonder why I couldn't get up. I wonder why I couldn't get up that next morning.
Yeah, I think I watched it Thursday night into Friday morning. Yeah, it's you can't stop. Like it's because it snowballs at that rate. And it's like as soon as you see the director name come up, you're like, oh yeah, next episode. Go ahead and run it. Go ahead and run it.
And I missed some of it too, but still enough.
Yeah, because I had to go back because I was falling asleep, and then I go back a little bit, but man, it was very well written.
A24, man. You usually get even if it's not like, even if you don't like it, you still get like a unique experience from that production house when you watch something from them.
Good or bad, your response is going to be, man, what the fuck did I just watch?
Right.
I definitely
very much.
With A24.
They kind of fit in with the Beef.
Yeah.
You know, if you take it from the Biggie standpoint too.
I was waiting on them to play that.
Yeah,
I was waiting on that to come on at some point because it's very close knitted to American culture. So there's a lot of like hip hop slang in it. It's like
it's called beef.
Yeah, exactly. But I was waiting on that to pop up. Like they're not gonna play Biggie at all. This whole shit gonna go by. There's no Biggie.
They could have had the uncle, the cousin playing. They could have
because he was
He's
a great character.
Man, Netflix still going strong, man.
They trying, man. They holding on.
They doing
because HBO is going crazy right now.
Yeah, but it seems like everybody always has that kind of assessment of Netflix of like, I don't know Netflix, and then every month it's like, yo, you seen that show on Netflix?
Yep. Yeah. Every time
it's like,
and it's usually like a documentary or like a series out of the blue
or an original movie.
Yeah,
it's been because it's been what how many years now since like Disney Plus started? Like what?
6,
going on
7
years?
Disney Plus been longer than that, right?
Maybe
3?
Disney Plus.
Pandemic.
It's been longer than that.
Pandemic was it. Pandemic is when it jumped.
You're right. You're right. Because everybody was like, I'm gonna get my Disney Plus subscription and went,
because Mandalorian was the big push for that show, which is a great show by the way right now. Yeah,
man, that's good.
Mulan, Mandalorian, Shang-Chi.
Yeah. That was one. Those are the big selling points for that Disney. I remember that.
But I remember when it was
which one?
Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
Black Widow.
Pandemic, nigga, that was.
That was
the old girl,
Scarlet.
WandaVision.
Oh, WandaVision was good. I liked WandaVision.
Yeah,
Loki.
Yeah.
They should have did a second season 2 of that.
They're supposed to, right?
I think they.
I thought they are.
Agatha's because her own show.
Okay. So they just like done with that and going.
Well, a lot of that stuff's getting pushed back, but
they really can't do another WandaVision. Honestly, they gotta. I feel like that was a one shot based on the actual situation and what they're doing with the canon.
Strange movie was
well, that was the
that was the culmination of
because he opened up the portal at the end when
them babies ain't real. Fuck you mean?
But yeah, it's just. I don't know, man. It's always been the whole like, these other services are eating away at Netflix, and every time Netflix is like, all right,
they find a way.
I think got some more. Each of them has like those 2 or 3 shows that's going to keep you coming back to all of them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And then Netflix will hit you with a stand up.
Yeah.
Except the Monique one.
I didn't see that yet.
Is it good?
Garbage.
It's not good.
Terrible.
After all this time,
surprised?
No, I wasn't surprised. I was just like, see. No, it was just motherfucking bitch, motherfucker. That's all she was doing the whole time.
Still though, you
looking at a real motherfucking bitch here. You looking at a real bitch.
That's all. That's it.
Just give her chance though. You gave you got other people on that joint. That joint is terrible too. You know what I mean?
Hers was bad. Did you watch it?
I didn't.
Monique is great.
I didn't.
You talking about give her a chance and he didn't watch it?
No. But as an advocate for black people, you know, you can't cancel them before you give
comedy.
them a shot.
I'm talking about comedy.
I'm not saying whether it's good or bad, but you know, a lot of people get their chance regardless, and it's just unfair.
It's cool
to not give somebody what they worth, and when you do,
but she wasted her shot though.
She did.
Nobody was looking for that Monique special.
You motherfucking bitch, you looking at a real bitch right there. You motherfuckers, you motherfuckers looking at a real bitch.
She's great in
That's
like
all
a
it was.
movie.
Yeah.
That one movie she got.
Exactly. She's great in movies.
I see her in. I'm like, yo, Monique was really a standout character.
BMF, she killed that shit.
Yeah, she
Everything that she does when she's like in a movie or a show or something, she stands out. She does well.
Right.
But stand up, that's a special skill, man.
It is,
and everybody can't do it.
I'm not trying to say that she's funny or that, but I'm saying I think she paid enough dues to deserve fair compensation.
That's why she talking that shit.
We real
that's fair.
stand up fans, and it's like
I like stand up comedy.
With the hype. When you hype, like I'm hurt Chris Rock special, I couldn't even make it through. That's my favorite comedy. I can't do it. I can't.
Oh, I like that joint.
I like that. It was entertaining.
I like that.
It wasn't knee slapping funny, but it was entertaining.
It's always relevant. Yeah. I saw him live when he came to Atlanta, so it was a lot of it was pre-slap though. Okay. But let me touch on something about, and I think I was listening to a show. I think y'all touched on this before. The difference in formatting for Hulu and Netflix. You know how you can go to Netflix and like we said, I watched that joint Friday night to Saturday, a whole joint, but on Hulu, it's week to week. It's week to week. So it's like you came back while you was on that. You might have watched. You know what I mean, something else. So it's those repeat visits. Because I might not go back to Netflix and watch something for another. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
until you hear about something.
Yeah.
And that's the game that they play now because they know from studying Netflix of like, all right, they'll drop a whole season of Stranger Things. Everyone watches it from Monday to Friday, and they're done. That whole 4 years or 3 years that you spent working on this project, done. All right, give me something else.
Yeah.
So now everybody else is trying to be like, all right, we're gonna just drop it week by week, old school, like so. To retain those numbers.
That's what they want, clicks and visits, and then you get ads in there, so it's more. So that is.
Yeah, I think that's how Snowfall and the Wu-Tang show wins because it's like, oh shit, it's Friday.
It's
Wednesdays. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what was it? Y'all doing Wu next week? Y'all talk about Wu?
We're gonna do Snowfall next week.
Yeah, Snowfall. Yeah, because they're gonna wrap up next week.
Next week.
So
sissy.
So what about Wu? Or y'all going?
Wu was dope. There was only one episode that I really wasn't fucking with, and it was the one that the RZA directed with the Duel of the Iron Mike. And when they were on the fake revolution in the future.
Oh, that shit was dope. You didn't like that?
Nah, I wasn't feeling that.
Oh, that shit was dope.
I wasn't feeling that at all.
That shit was super dope.
And the dude who was playing Deck was killing me that whole episode.
He bothered me with the I ain't like that. I'm like, why are you? Everybody else acting like them. Why are you just?
Why are you so goddamn
the Scarecrow?
Jack Sparrow all of a sudden?
I ain't like that shit.
But
Black Sparrow.
Black Sparrow.
But I didn't like because they didn't even give him his name in that shit.
Right.
Like I didn't understand why he was the only one that didn't have his name.
Yeah. Like I feel the metaphor. I got what RZA was doing with that. Like I feel it. I just didn't like the way that shit was executed. But
it was cheesy.
Yeah, very cheesy.
It was cheesy. But I think that was kind of the point. I think they were trying to make it like kung fu movie cheap.
Well, if you're gonna do that, do it for real. You know what I'm saying?
Cuban Links one was dope.
Yeah, that was the shit.
I hated that one.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, wow. Damn. Let me tell you why,
like
man. This is just me and my older conservative big picture self, right? Yeah. So it's once again we gotta go. Y'all know Snub, right? Snub Zero, Anderson Scott, right? Shout out Snub. He had a post this week talking about the he called it the Coke operas instead of the soap operas. And I was like, why we, and even if it might be true, but why to me it was just like, okay, purple caps, the purple tape, what's the word? Like just comparing it to purple tops, crack, getting it out. I didn't like that. I didn't like that, shit. And that's and it, as true as it may be, it's still like, damn, we
kind of glorifying that.
We always glorify that, and that was.
But that's what Cuban Links was, though.
Yeah. I mean, he started it snorting.
Yeah, that's what.
That's right. That's true. I love the album. I love the album.
That's how it starts.
But damn, dude, you gotta, I just, but and I always go back to that. That not, you love the music, but then again, you can still be like, understand what it did, and that's a microcosm for hip hop, kind of sort of, because we will defend hip hop a lot, but
we defend a lot of misogyny and
a lot of self-destructive
violence, drugs,
a lot of self-destructive things.
And the thing was, the difference between I think nowadays and back then was, of course, the balance. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest thing. But that bothered me that they was there. But I get it. That's a good point. That's what the album was about. So So.
But I felt that way about the ODB episode. I felt like
we didn't need it.
Well, I know what they were saying, but watching somebody like watching addicts struggle is very difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Cried at his funeral about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Put that.
Yeah,
I don't know what point they were trying to make
a little
with that.
bit, all right, but not.
They went in. They dove all the way.
I didn't like that shit.
And it was.
Cut it off a little bit.
Yeah. I like that.
Because I'm like,
one.
This is like.
I like that one.
That's probably it was second on the list.
It was
for me
super chaotic.
Kind of like, I could.
It's like
it's supposed to be chaotic because it's dirty.
I get it because it's dirty.
Right.
We gotta bring it back in. He got 15 kids. They all don't need to see.
Yeah,
they can
it's
hear
wilding
stories
out.
on their own. They ain't gotta see.
They did, because it was pouring at one point, and it was like, I don't want. This is crazy.
Which technically is a true story, but not the way they told it.
Yeah, they were wilding. He got the Rudy on his nose. It was going crazy.
Like,
it was crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna jazz it up for TV, but
that's another thing too, because like from the very beginning, watching Ray and Ghost fight like that, it's like how much of this is really true? You know what I mean? Did he shoot at his mom's house?
Like stories.
Your man said that was true.
Yeah, I'd heard.
They deny that shit.
I know somebody that was from the same area as them, and he used to tell me like, they had beef back in the day. You know what I mean?
I know their neighborhoods did.
But,
Ghost and Ray, they deny that shit.
Yeah, but, you never know.
Because your man said that shit before the show even came out. Papa Wu. He was on the radio station. He was like, shit, this nigga, Raekwon shot up Ghostface crib. He said this years ago, like in the interview.
Yeah.
And then when it came out, he was like, man, I ain't never had no beef. That's my brother. Like, and I think they try to downplay it on the strip.
Yeah.
I think they just trying to dead it on the strip. But Papa Wu said that shit way before the show. It was like 2017 or something. He said that shit.
Let me ask y'all this. Did y'all like the last episode?
Yeah. No, I didn't see the last one. I like the last one I saw was what was going on in there? Divine Stone. Yeah, that was, and that's why I'll be like, yo, how true is it? Because watching it, I was just so caught up, and I was so annoyed with how they portrayed their like this is what you signed up for.
Go to the concert. You know what I mean? Go do the work. Do the work. You know what I mean? Dirty. Yeah, it's like especially Ghost, you know, won't go to the concert. But then another thing was that somebody hit me with, they were like, well, they were performing for crowds of white people, you know. So they were. So you know what? But you know, it's you know, and then but when they get out there and they start doing the lyrics, then it's like, okay, they are in touch, you know what I mean, or whatever, you know what I mean. But that's what made it good too. Whenever you have like a emotional response to the show, like yo, why they tripping? You know what I mean? That mean they're doing something right.
They pulling that
strings. So
that's the last episode I saw where RZA bought the guitar.
Okay.
No, that's the last one. Yeah, when he was making the beat with the guitar.
With the orchestra and
the Wu-Tang intro. Yeah,
No, it was the joint. It was the joint from GZA album.
Liquid Swords.
Liquid Swords. Yeah,
that was a good one.
Because they was working on Liquid Swords.
Yeah,
and he was like, "We need a new sound," and he went and bought a guitar.
And Ray was hating. Ray was like,
Ray was tight. Ray been tight the whole season.
That's
all
true,
3
that's
seasons.
Right.
Ray been tight.
But it's on par with like
this
you know,
nigga. He was mad. Yeah, he was mad.
He was the main one that was out there. Yo, this nigga's ears ain't right now.
Were you at MJQ that night?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, you told me about that though.
Nah, he was at MJQ and you know, the album, the Wu album had just came. I can't remember which Wu album it was. I think it was might have been
Flag.
Nah, it wasn't Iron Flag. Might have been 8 Diagrams. I can't remember which one it was, but it was one where RZA wasn't. Yeah, and Raekwon was like, man, fuck that album. it's like don't support that shit. That shit weak. Like he was just on stage going crazy. Everybody just like. Like it was like, you know, them in the court where somebody say something in the courtroom starts mumbling like, oh my god, like that's how it was. I was like, this nigga's going off. But it's funny. Yeah, it's like he been tight all 3 seasons.
And he talks about that in his book. Like I read his book. He talks in at length about that shit. Like he just was not feeling. He didn't understand what RZA was trying to do. And at some point, they just stopped seeing eye to eye. Like. Yeah,
it's so wild knowing all those stories, and then you see them, they still brothers, like like they still fuck with each other.
That's the beautiful part about that shit.
That this is what matters.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when they did that documentary, Meth was rapping and Ghostface just did like this. Like they killing that shit.
That documentary is probably better than the series.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, everything Wu was dope because they just got one of the best stories in hip hop. Like they stories just dope. Like you've never seen that before, and you haven't seen it since.
The best part of
even with
what's that?
Tyler and them.
Odd Future.
Odd Future.
Yeah.
3-6.
Yeah.
Odd Future, but definitely Wu in 3-6.
Yeah, I mean,
was on Loud.
Yeah, but even 3-6 kind of has a similar story because they're still together. You know what I'm saying? Dog Pound. You know what I'm saying? Snoop and all them, they still, you know, family.
Supposed to be doing that.
Oh yeah, the Murder Was the Case. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I love the show because those moments on the show where you would watch like those verses that you know play out. You know, stumbling, holding my neck to the God's rest, open flesh.
And then they do it,
And then you seeing this nigga stumbling. You know what I mean? Like, I love that shit because you like, oh, that's you know what I mean? That's my verse. So.
There's been plenty of times where you just get that little quiver.
That's that nostalgia. That's that nostalgia.
You just be sitting there like, man, I remember that, man.
Yeah, look, rapping the lyrics. Like
I was shocked they did the Delphonic shit.
Right. Yeah.
As soon as he was like, yo, I got the Delphonics coming down, I was like, no, they not about to. Oh,
yeah. And to look at RZA in the beats kind of come to fruition.
When he was bringing the record back and they was spinning around on stage,
and you finally recognize the sound. You're like, oh,
exactly.
Like they showed us where they got that from Can It Be? They showed like his fucking truck rolling over the manhole, like I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, when he was banging on the trash cans when they did the intro to Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to Fuck With. He went out to start beating on the trash cans and like, damn, you hear that on the album. Like, nah, it's dope. Like there's a bunch of times you just get overwhelmed with like your childhood and that feeling of nostalgia. You just like
hit you in the heart. Yeah,
man.
Who did the best job?
Raekwon.
Ray.
Yeah.
It was that damn fat suit.
Yeah, the fat suit. They was getting a little crazy with that.
No, I'm saying that's what brought out the best in him.
Yeah.
Well, like he was the only one that like had the slang. You know what I'm saying? Like he really talked like he would say shit like Raekwon.
He really took that in.
Like the man,
Dirty too.
Yeah, Dirty killed that
Dirty
shit.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Like the dude that's playing Ghost, I think he had a lot more room to be more funny. You know what I'm saying? Like Ghost is a funny dude.
Yeah, he was.
But then you thinking about the old, you know, like that nigga Raekwon was like, Raekwon, they was interviewing him about Ghostface. He was like, I met this nigga's a crook. Like, yo, this nigga's a thief. But you got to think that's early Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably was like on some super grimy shit.
That nigga was killing me when he kept saying, "Yeah, this that new elegant shit I've been telling y'all about." Walking around in robes and shit. This that new elegant shit. But yeah, nah, it was good, man. It was Ghost, Ray.
You know who the last on that list?
Who's
you know,
you got
RZA.
Dave East was just on there being Dave East.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, RZA, mommy. Today's mathematics, y'all.
Yeah, we come together as a unit.
Today's mathematics. If we a unit.
We a unit.
Me,
Shit, so much.
We come together.
My brothers.
My brothers. We come together.
We can't be stopped, y'all.
That's like the third joke.
That nigga was killing me with that shit.
We can't be stopped, y'all. He's everybody was like, why is he talking like this?
That voice on second season was ass.
Yeah, he kind of like developed it even more.
It got worse as the show
then he pulled back.
Then he rolled it back. Yeah.
I think they was like they're talking about the accent a little bit.
You been on Instagram lately? TikTok?
Yeah, they're not taking kindly to your rendition of the RZA.
You going
because RZA does talk like that, but he put too much on it.
Yeah,
because RZA does have that like
he has an impediment.
Yeah.
But that dude was acting like he was struggling to even form the words. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me, my brothers,
and then they throw them sideburns on either.
Everything together, we form a fist, and that fist can be put through anything.
It's almost like he's trying to sound like a one of the kung fu movies. It's very rigid.
Very rigid.
Check on mommy.
You check on mommy. What's up, Vaughn?
That's like that.
All right, man.
You nailing all the impersonations, though. You nailing all them joints.
Yo, that dude is a great. He's a great actor,
but he actually talks like that.
Yo,
he talks like that. But you could.
I saw Denzel Washington, and I told him, "I'm about to be in a movie with you, yo." He told me, "I see you at work." Word.
Perfect.
That nigga, he was killing. And I fuck with Ashton Sanders, man. He's a great actor.
No, but he does kind of talk like that too.
But that's him. Yeah.
That shit's funny. Because he's from Compton, right?
No,
he's overseas.
Carson.
I thought
He's from Carson.
Carson. No, I know he's from Cali.
Rascals. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
English cat.
Yeah. Nah, he's one of us. He's one of ours.
He's definitely one of us.
The rest of them
he forms a fist with us.
Yeah. Right.
Nah, my man from Snowfall, he from like.
Yeah. Damn son.
Yeah.
Cause
I damn son.
Like the way a nigga talk.
Just cause you don't like the way a nigga talk.
Another way. Bodies.
Him.
Him. That's one of my favorite scenes in that shit.
Nah, they got a lot of scenes. That last shit, that nigga said, "You lost your mind." Yep.
Yeah.
She said, "You the devil."
Yeah.
I know. I know.
It was all her fault.
Oh man.
Oh, he went crazy.
Oh yeah, we gonna get into that.
Yeah. Next week.
Yeah, next week.
Hey, can I call in?
Yeah, we got you.
Yes. No, absolutely.
Oh shit. All right, I got this in the tuck. I was happy to see this.
What you got?
You get some?
You there? Yeah.
Born with a set of horns and metaphors attached to my dang umbilical cord. Lord of rap that'll bash you with a 2x4 board and smash into your Honda Accord with a 4-door Ford. But I'm more towards dropping an acapella to chop a fella to mozzarella quicker than a helicopter.
Come on, man.
Locked in a cellar with your skeleton showing, developing anorexia. While I'm standing next to you, eating a full-course meal, watching you starve to death. With an IV in your vein, feeding you liquid Darvocet. You full of drugs, full of plugs on the gunshot victims, full of bullet slugs. So we're picked up in an ambulance and driven to receiving with the asses ripped out of their pants and given a less than 20% chance of living. Have a possible placement as a hospital
I miss this guy.
Storing their dead bodies in grandma's little basement.
This is who these niggas be talking about.
Exactly.
When they call him the GOAT.
Like, this is the one. Driving a rusty scalpel in through the top of your scalp and pulling your Adam's apple out through your mouth.
Come on,
but I called the fire department. I fired an arson and set fire to carpet and burn up your entire apartment.
That's the guy.
That's who they.
That's the one. When they say Eminem is one of the greatest, that's the guy they're talking about.
Oh yeah.
All that fast rapping shit. Eminem, you don't have to do that. Eminem.
Way too many napkins.
We don't need that. You using way too many napkins.
Called Eminem. Called Jake One, Knots, and Focus.
And Madlib.
Yeah.
And Madlib. And just get regular beats and rap regular. We would appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
See, on in theory that sounds great. And no, because
you don't have to rap. We know you rap fast. We know you can.
So check this out. There is an Eminem album that had Havoc on the beats, Alchemist, Dr. Dre, Timbaland, Mr. Porter. That album exists.
Where? What's it called?
That's called Relapse.
Oh, I did not like that.
Exactly.
No, but rap like that though.
No, what I'm saying though is like the whole like, yo, get with this producer, that producer. He did that.
But they was giving him the beats that he wanted to rap fast on.
It's Eminem. Like,
get the beats that you can't rap fast on.
Yeah,
like get we don't want.
Because he's so. Milk? That's my thing. Like
Black Milk.
You ain't gonna see Black Milk. Like no niggas.
Black Milk.
Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Black Porter would set that nigga off right.
Ooh, the Black and White album.
Yeah.
The Gray album. The
Black and White.
The real Gray album.
The Black and White album.
I just think
together.
When two races come together,
Black and white come together as one. Yo. Nah, but we need that. We need that.
No, we do need
Eminem, Black Milk,
Eminem,
Milk and Candy together. Nah, yeah.
Milk and Candy. Milk chocolate.
Yo, yeah.
Nah, yeah. Yeah, man. If he had beats like that and just rap like that, everyone would understand why we say Eminem is one of the greatest.
Yeah. And it's I don't it's he's just one of those hip hop anomalies where it just seems like he ascended to his greatness and he's kind of just like in his castle by himself. Yeah. And just
it's the Dark Knight thing. He lived long enough to see himself become a villain.
Yeah, that too. But like, I mean, you saw his style change after the first album, and then second album, then third album. He morphed into a whole different person.
He started rapping to them white folks.
Yeah,
and then he lives in the bubble.
Just
I think a lot of it is the bubble.
Yeah,
he just lives in the bubble. He's not connected to what people are really thinking. He just read what people say.
Because he's Eminem, so it's like he
like,
can't.
I
Really
can
go
rap.
nowhere.
Watch this, y'all.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's not what we mean. The music
is on a torrent.
The music isn't cool.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's just the music isn't cool.
Yeah,
it's just like, yeah, you can rap as fast as you want, Bucko, but
we don't want that from you.
I don't want to play this.
Niggas want Renegade.
Yeah.
I don't want Renegade. I don't even want Renegade.
Oh no, that shit was hard.
I want what I just played.
It's only fair to warn I was born with a set of horns and metaphors attached to my dang umbilical cord.
But that's the same. But you can say that about
Shady
a lot
right
of artists though. Like, yo, I want that first, first one.
It's not even the first one. It's just You don't have to rap
movie.
fast.
That's really it, bro.
It's just make cool music.
Just make something cool.
Yeah, you don't
Just
have to do the.
I don't want the old Eminem.
I don't even like when Busta Rhymes does that.
Yeah, after a while, even Busta Rhymes is kind of like, all right, Bust.
Yeah, I don't need that rapid fire shit from you every time.
All the time.
Hear you.
You know what I'm saying? It kind of gets, you know, it's like once you get that one, really, if you're not Bone, you know what I'm saying, or Twister, like Twister. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Like you do it once and like, damn, I ain't know that nigga. That nigga,
I ain't know I can do that.
Nigga rap.
Yeah.
And then leave it alone.
Yeah.
You know, but if you do that, then I get it. But if you don't, it kind of becomes a shtick.
Yeah, and it seems like he's at the point in his career where he should be able to just do what he wants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
he's proven 10 times over. So it's just like, all right, now like just
drop dope shit.
Just be regular.
Give your loyal fans.
Alchemist was his DJ, and I still don't understand why he didn't one of the first people to come out with an Alchemist album. Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's like he's in that weird space where it's like, bro, like you are around all these people, but it's like, what's going on? Like, are you just? I'm just chilling, like, or he's just way too serious now, and it's just like, So,
I think he's taking himself too seriously.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
So, but I think he got something coming out this year, so we'll find out.
I ain't surprised.
Yeah.
You know, he's still putting out the albums.
I got a Black Hand Side. I just thought about it.
What you got?
We ain't got to get to it right now.
What happens when you hold?
My bad. We ain't got to get to it right now. Are we? That's where we at?
Yeah.
All right. Well, shit.
We are there, my brother. All right.
Let me in, teach us all, preach your sins, turn the cheek,
let it slide.
Give 5 on the black hand side, the black hand side. Oh,
Black Hand Side.
Black hand side.
Oh, black hand side.
All right. This week's Black Hand Side is going out to, and don't laugh, Andrew Wiggins.
Okay.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I said disparaging things about you.
Yeah.
I was upset, and understandably so.
Yeah.
You should understand I was a little upset, and I thought you might have forsaken us. But you came back. You look good out there. We lost a tough game last night against Sacramento.
He should have won it. He missed that shot too. That three.
Yeah, he should have. That was he had a good look. Gave it his all though. Can't be mad at it. Thank you for coming back. We need you, and I'll salute you. You know that's. I don't know what was going on with his family. Then he had to endure the rumors and the lip professing about what was going on with him. So it's a tough thing to do when you're under the eye of scrutiny.
Yeah.
You got a big job. A lot of people depend on you. It's a lot of pressure. And just happy you had the heart. Proud of you for coming back and playing and Warriors in 5.
We the 5th seed.
Yeah. Right.
I listened to that.
Hey man. We fought hard, man. This was a long season, and this was a very trying season. Shout out to Klay Thompson too. He's stepping up and very showing. Coming from an ACL and then Achilles. Or no, was it what was it? Knee? Yeah, it was ACL and Achilles.
Okay.
Back to back. Coming back from that and coming back and getting a record that big.
Oh, yeah.
And helping your team get to the playoffs because it didn't look like we were going to make it to the playoffs early on. And we're here. Warriors in 5.
Warriors in 5.
Warriors in 5.
All right, man. Black hand side, Mr. Wiggins, man. Mr. Wiggins. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucked up what they did to you, man.
Oh, yeah, now we.
Now, if you play the tape back, I said allegedly the whole time. I said it's gossip.
Yeah.
I was just a little upset at the time.
That's true.
I didn't think we would go into the playoffs with him, and I was, I was thinking about our early demise.
Yeah.
Warriors in 5.
All right. There you have it, fellas. Oh, it's a good pod, man.
Yeah, man.
Good pop.
Great.
Thank you once again, Principal Greasy.
Yeah, man. Thanks
My man Reese is coming through, man. Had a great time, man. You welcome back anytime, bro.
Don't say that shit. Don't say that. Hey, next Sunday I'll be like, yo, y'all doing it?
Y'all got some more of that podcast?
A junkie, right? A junkie. Well, you said, yo. So can I get a couple shout outs in there?
Yeah.
In fact, on the Black Hand Side tip, I want to send a shout out to my sister who does like kind of like her Elizabeth Omolami type Feed the Hungry type of thing, you know. That's Hosea Williams.
Shout her out.
So my sister doing her thing, what's the hip hop, not the Street Angels. So what she does is she gets a lot of people send her money, she gets food, and she goes to the extended stays.
This in Atlanta?
This is in Memorial Drive.
Okay.
Memorial Drive over there. Cool breeze,
send us the info. Fab, put it in the description. We'll put it in the description.
Will do. And I did, and she's like, y'all, you know, has stood the test of time of doing it. You know, it's not like a fly by night thing. She put in that work, and I know it's tough because I don't do it enough with her, you know what I mean? So that it's true, the essence of community service. So I want to applaud her because I never say it enough to her that I'm proud of her and that, you know, that she's doing a good thing.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. Salute to her.
Salute to her.
Shout out.
Yeah. A round of applause.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
It's dope, man.
Definitely.
Need some good news in these dark times.
Yeah. It takes a lot to be a person that actually, like, boots to the ground. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Selfless.
Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah.
All
right, man. Well, it's time.
It is time, man. It's time, fellas.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for pulling up, man.
Good energy for real.
Good energy, good conversation, man.
Yes. Oh, time to clink it up.
I didn't get it.
All right.
Nice.
Let's go.
We ain't feeling you no more.
Young MA.
Move the fuck back. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck back. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck back. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck back. Bitch, move. Can't you see the baddies coming through? Bitch, room. Can't you hear the baddies coming through? Make these niggas act a fool. I guess that's what the fatty do. And I'm ready for whatever. I don't gotta pick and choose. Shut the fuck up. Cause you know you ain't like that. That nigga slapped you in your face and you ain't fight back. You's a pussy or she please don't push me, scary ass nigga. You's a itchy little shrimpy hairy ass nigga. All my life I never seen a nigga come from me, but a few times I made a couple niggas run from me. I'll take the biggest nigga in your crew and make them hunt for me. These niggas lunch to me, they can't smoke the blunt with me. Where the hood niggas at? That be trapping on the block. Where my thought bitches at? That's gonna make the pussy pop. Don't come to Bronx with that shit, cause we ain't fucking with that shit. Don't come to Brooklyn with that shit, cause we ain't fucking with that shit. Don't come to Queens with that shit, cause we ain't fucking with that shit. Go to PA with that shit. I ain't got time for that lovey-dovey shit. All that heartwarming, how you feeling, give me huggy shit. Bitch, I don't wanna smile. Bitch, I wanna cry. I don't wanna see him live. I wanna see that nigga die. I'm trying to make a nigga pop lock, make a nigga top drop. Niggas gon' feel the shit from B.